who have been fighting against each other for a very long time. We are doing very well. We are in a very good place. We're going to have to keep working on it.
Months after announcing plans to split into two companies, Warner Brothers Discovery now says it may be open to a sale of its entire business. Tropical storm Melissa now forming in the Caribbean. Forecasters warning of heavy rain, strong winds, and flooding in Haiti and Jamaica. Republican Senate leaders headed to the White House today for a lunch with President Trump. No word on the agenda, but we are now in week 4 of the federal government shutdown. This is ABC News. The president of the Louvre will appear before a French Senate committee discussing how museum staff missed the planned theft on jewels from the French monarchy. Those responsible have not been caught, and authorities are worried if they aren't captured soon, the jewels could be gone forever.
Experts say the chance of finding the loot in its original form diminishes by the hour, fearing the jewelry could be melted down and sold on the black market. This as growing concerns surround the security at the largest art museum in the world, where over 8 million people visited last year. ABC News obtaining an unreleased report filed before the robbery by France's supreme auditing institution, finding the Louvre has a significant delay in deployment of equipment intended to ensure the protection of works.
ABC's James Longman at the Louvre in Paris. Weight Watchers looking to bulk up its business with a new Amazon deal. They are partnering with ways to deliver weight loss drugs, especially focused on underserved rural areas. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
Democratic Congresswoman Diana DeGette says Coloradans are about to get hit hard by an increase in health insurance prices. She says 300,000 Coloradans on Affordable Care Act plans could see premiums increase by 30% if Congress lets ACA subsidies expire. That's been the issue at the center of the government shutdown.
We could still be in session and talking about all of these issues. I mean, I've never seen the Republicans act on these issues. They've known this crisis was coming up for a year, and they've chosen not to act.
Companies that offer ACA health plans are set to send out their rate notices November 1st. Molson Coors is cutting jobs over the last few months of the year. The beverage company says it is cutting 9% of its workforce, or around 400 positions. That will affect the Golden location along with Milwaukee. The company says not all positions will be layoffs, that they will achieve the cuts by not filling open positions and offering voluntary severance packages. That's the latest. I'm Chad Bauer.
Now, Impact Traffic
from the Superstar Car Wash Traffic Center.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well on the highways out here. Really not a lot to contend with. 270's running a little slow, both directions out of Commerce City. I-25 south into downtown through Spear. Up out of the tech center looks much better for us. 225 coming down from Parker. Maybe a little bit of traffic there. We do have that construction zone out to the west side. That's Highway 93 at Highway 72. That's been backing up quite a bit. The other construction zone that may be significant at times anyway is eastbound 70 out near Colfax. That tends to back up a little bit. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends November 1st. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Right now.
Jelly Roll!
Hi, this is Ed Sheeran.
LL Cool J!
Brian Adams. Make some noise for Tate McRae.
Hey, I'm Sammy Hagar.
Mariah Carey.
We have Maroon 5. Good evening.
Glorilla!
Hey, this is John Fogerty.
Tampa Gray.
and so much more.
See it all at our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. Streaming only on Hulu right now.
Electric rates are going up, up, up. You need Red Rock's Roof and Solar. They do it all, sales, installation, and service. And because they do roofs too, they got you covered. Locally owned, veteran owned, more than 35 years combined experience. The only company to guarantee an activation date or they pay you for lost energy. Battery backups, auxiliary generators. 303-704-2449. 704-2449. RedRocksRS.com.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, saved time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
You have our word will treat you right at Done Right Home Improvements. DRHI.com.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Cash. That's cash. Enter it now. Yeah.
Ripped off. Bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
And, of course, Marc Mager. Mark, kick it off. What do we got out there?
I'll tell you what we got today. Nick Ravina's in the house. Any questions anybody has about Windows? Unfortunately, I love Nick, but I got to say something, man. At a party, I can't imagine this guy. If you ask him something about Windows, he will not stop talking. Have you ever met anybody like that, Tom?
I actually, yeah, about different areas. And he is a walking encyclopedia. I love when people are passionate about what they do. Oh yeah. And it's gut knowledge. It's not like he's looking it up on his phone or asking chat. So so you got Nick with you, Gravina. He took over for his dad. Larry took over his dad, and then it's a family tradition going back. What, Nick? 65 years, Gravina's basically.
Yeah, probably around there. I don't know exactly when it started, but somewhere around there. You know, my grandpa.
Do you have a little one? Do you have a little one that you will introduce the business to?
Good question.
I mean, I have two. They're not that little anymore, but, you know.
How old are they?
12, and my son's 10, but,
That's little.
Yeah, but, you know, they used to be little, you know.
Little biddles.
But, little, yeah.
But my son, you know, he plays, high-level hockey, so I'm hoping more of that than, you know, maybe getting into construction.
You know, hockey as a sport is one of those strange sports that doesn't have an easy entry. Like, you know, football is not easy, but what I mean by easy is the process.
A pathway.
Yeah, and that's exactly right, Mark, a pathway. So you're in college, you get noticed, you get drafted. With baseball, that's a little less clear. It's not always from college. It's from
the farm teams,
farm system, and then people scout the farms. But with hockey, Nick, I heard literally American kids sometimes go off and live with hockey families. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that will like either go to Minnesota or even up into Canada. You know, if you think you're going to want to go to that level, you know,
and these parents foster, Mark, these parents foster kids in their home to play. It's really weird the way they do it, and then they go into some kind of a farm system. But
so Mitch Floria's kid, Art of Granite, one of our other sponsors, his kids actually go to a hockey school. They learn regular books and arithmetic, whatever they teach these days. And on top of that, they practice like before and after. Have you heard of that, Nick?
Oh, yeah. We're thinking about that for our son, too, possibly.
That's insane. A hockey school. Did you know that existed, Tom? I've never even heard of like a football school for that matter.
I've heard about them. And I've also heard about, of course, the family fostering program. And, you know, some of these famous hockey players still go back and visit their hockey family that fostered them through training. Okay, so let's talk. Our phones take priority. We'll take some phone calls, and then I stashed away some inquiries I get about Windows over the time, and I know that Nick will be coming in, so I stash them away. So right now, Charles has an identity theft issue. Charles, Start your story, sir. Go ahead.
Hey, Friday, I'm getting emails that, I'm going, about my package has been picked up at Best Buy. It's a $1,956.41 MacBook Pro. Okay.
Now, by the way, Charles, let me ask you first of all, did you order a computer, or is this totally out of left field?
This is totally out of left field.
Okay, so you get some email saying, "Oh, by the way, your computer was picked up."
It's one of those header emails where Yahoo is telling you your UPS, your Amazon,
right,
eBay package. Yeah, no, I did not. The info I could see on the email, because it said to me, saying I am Charles Stewart, shows my address and my email and an old phone number that is defunct. If you call it.
Okay, do you have the notice in front of you?
No, I'd have to go to email and find it again, but I've got the receipt.
Okay, now
it's the Best Buy on 104th.
Okay, so somebody now it may not be identity theft; it might be a phishing scam. Meaning, did they ask you to go on and take care of anything online?
No.
What were they saying? They simply said someone picked up. Your computer was picked up. Is that what it was saying?
Right. And it showed my email, my address, and the last four of the payment method.
And were the last four numbers accurate of your payment method?
I checked Credit Karma. I checked all my cards.
I'm asking you, the last four numbers, do they match one of your cards, those numbers they put on there?
No. That's what I'm getting too detailed. I checked all my information. It's not one of my cards.
Okay.
Can you forward us that email?
Charles,
I'd love to look at it.
I was going to say that, Mark. Good idea. Could you forward us that email or go find it? It's really important that we see that. Hold on until we can get that, okay? Kachina, help him to get that forwarded to us. John has an issue with pods, and I suspect it's the moving pods that you see out front in somebody's driveway. They're packing up to move. The system, in theory, sounds pretty good. You load up your pods, then the truck takes it to your destination, and you unload your pod. So it sounds to me like a pretty cool system. What's going on with you, John, and pods? John, are you there?
Charles, for a minute. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now. Start your story, sir.
Okay. So I rented a pod about 5 years ago and loaded up all of my tools from my garage. My wife at the time and I were going to move back home to Colorado. I loaded all my tools in the pod. We rented a second pod for all our furniture. We got here. We separated. I live in the mountains. She lives in town in Thornton. And I called pods in spring of 22 to ask for them to deliver the pod to my address, and they told me I'm out of their range.
Okay.
And I've been going back and forth.
Wait a minute. Wait. You still have a pod somewhere loaded with all of your tools?
Correct.
Where is the pod?
Longmont.
And are you being charged for storage?
Correct.
Okay, well, at least you know where your stuff is and how much storage are you paying every month?
$249 a month.
And you've been dealing with this since 2022?
Yes, sir.
And so all you need is to get it delivered. Have you ever thought about getting a truck going down there and unloading the pod where it is, unloading it into one of your own rental trucks?
Well, they gave me that option in the beginning, but again, this thing is loaded with my tools from wall to wall, floor to ceiling, 16 foot long. It's 8 by 8
even let me get this straight. Even if they delivered it, they don't unload it, right? They just deliver the pod.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And that was the whole reason I went with pods.
I get it.
They bring it to my drive.
Right. So when you first got the pod, are you mad because they didn't tell you were going to be outside of the area, or did it never come up?
Well, it never came up. See, like I said, when we got back to Colorado, my wife and I went separate ways. We're divorced.
I got you.
I ended up in Grand Lake, Colorado, and they're telling me they won't deliver it to me. And the option of going down and unloading it is, I mean, it's like I said, it's tools. It's very.
No, I get it, but what else, John? What were you hoping would happen if they don't deliver to your area? Were you hoping they just made an exception for you?
Yeah, I was hoping they would make an exception.
Would they load if you wanted? And I'm just chewing the fat here. I'm not even sure this is viable. But if you wanted to, would they let you take that pod yourself, pick it up, take it to your place, unload it, and bring it back? Would they allow you to do that if you wanted to do it on your dime? Let's say you wanted to get the pod on a flatbed and take it out to your property. Would they allow that?
They will not.
No.
They will not.
So they will not allow you to use their pod at all. The only option is to unload the pod where it sets.
Correct.
Hey, Tom, isn't that the whole thing with pods, though, that it kind of goes anywhere? I mean, I've been talking to my dad. He wants to move some of his stuff to Florida.
Yeah,
and I thought that's the whole thing. Is that
but it has to be their delivery. Yeah, Nick, that's a good point. What are they saying about the delivery area? What do they mean? It's outside of their delivery area. What do they mean?
That's just what they tell me. They say it's out of their range for delivery.
So where are you wanting it? Where do you want it delivered?
Grand Lake, Colorado.
Why the hell would that be? That's amazing. Grand Lake, Colorado.
Is it something where you're on a dirt road back in the hills where they can't get it in there? Or is it just...
No, they simply were just telling me it's too far away.
But if you wanted to get a pod there to load it up, would they deliver one for you to load up and then take?
Well, I thought of doing that or have my neighbor do it, lives right next door to me, to see if they would deliver one there. I never did do that. Their ad claims they deliver anywhere in the nation. That's where I was like, what?
Well, that's what I thought.
I would be interested to see your contract, but John, I'm going to tell you, even if let's say we find some wording in the contract that supports you, you're not going to go to court to get a specific performance enforced. I mean, we're at a standoff right now. They're saying, look, your stuff is here. Hey, thank goodness after 5 years, your stuff is still there. And what you really, John, I think you need to rent a truck or a van and go over there with some friends and unload it and take it home. I don't see any other way. You can't force them to do something. I mean, I guess you can. What you were alluding to is, well, wait a minute. They say they can deliver everywhere. And as I said, even if you saw wording in the contract, what really are you going to do? Are you going to go to court over this? Of course you're not. So the practicality is they're not going to do it. And to force them to literally get a court order to compel them to do it would be thousands and thousands of dollars. It would be cheaper to hire a mover to unload that pod and get it to your place. If you want, we'll look at your original contract, but I don't see where we're going with this. You're not going to get the court order.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to hire a lawyer. I don't want to do that because you're absolutely right. It would cost me way more money than I can afford.
And not only that, it's going to take a long time.
And with a van and some buddies and unloading it is not an option. It would take me months to empty that thing out and bring it home.
How big is the pod?
I have an idea.
How big is the pod?
8 foot by 8 foot by 8 foot by 16 foot long, and it is packed to the gills.
All right, hold on. Hold on for ideas and stuff. I have to take a break. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. By the way, I don't know if you've heard the news, but plastics have been found as a cause for cancers, all kinds of cancers, and forever chemicals. You need to filter the water you drink. Tap water is not safe. I've been touting this system. It's the best system I've ever had. Triple filter reverse osmosis at the kitchen sink, requires no wiring. It's run by the water itself, and it's only $1,200. Think about that. Waterpros.net, the best system, the lowest price. That's waterpros.net, 303-862-5554.
Yep. If you've tried pills, injections, or endless physical therapy sessions without relief for joint pain, it's time that you started something different. Regenerative medicine.
All right, did you see that was K&H and we could do a little fill? You bet. Thank you.
Healing, not just masking symptoms. So this fall, discover what life feels like when pain isn't holding you back. Call Regen Revolution at 303-292-9992 or learn more online at regenrev, regenrev.com.
You know, we did a free review at Wave 8 Wealth Management for someone who contacted me through the show and found his money was literally being wasted. His advisor was sending it to another advisor, a big advisor, and that big advisor had him in stuff he shouldn't have been in. But that's because that big advisor doesn't know him. Look you want direct financial management. Do you want help with your portfolio? Wave 8 Wealth Management, one of the few advisors that do direct help and counseling with your money and talk to you all the time. Give us a call, 303-771-HELP, 303-771-4357.
You know, there's a great free, and I mean 100% free movie event coming up this Saturday, 2 p.m., Highlands Ranch AMC 24. I want you to Google this movie. It's going to be 100% for free. It's going to talk about retirement, Baby Boomer Dilemma. That's the name of the movie, The Baby Boomer Dilemma. We just had a showing about a week ago, and it went so great, they're going to go ahead and do another one this Saturday. Go to mymoneymovie.com and get signed up right now. Limited seats. Get signed up now. In fact, popcorn, soda, everything's involved. Ready? mymoneymovie.com.
Texting privacy policy and term.
All right. Thank you, guys. What is this one? What is this?
How much time?
3.5.
It's a little loud.
Thank you.
But that's okay.
See, mine's a little low.
It is.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. But it's fine.
I wonder why that is.
Hi, Charles.
What's up, Chuck?
Are you
These
there?
headsets have additional.
Perfect. Okay. Here's the issue.
That's why I took this one off.
What you did was you stacked the papers.
I mean, for me, it's okay because I'm deaf anyway. Yeah.
Not all 5 documents. Does that make sense?
Well, I was going to unblock the people I blocked, but
So. Okay.
I can't.
All right.
The way they tell me to do it.
Let me walk
my
you through this.
girlfriend.
It's very easy. It's very
It ain't
easy.
there.
Oh, really?
So maybe I have to do it from a regular computer.
Instead of stacking them, okay, just lay them out individually. I understand. That's why I'm walking.
Yeah, I missed that one from yesterday. I was listening in the first hour.
You do. I see them in the
At first, I thought it might be Henry. But maybe it was, but I don't think it was.
Thanks.
No. No. What you did is stack them and then send me the first document.
See, it didn't increase it here.
Oh, good.
The technology doesn't allow me.
At least it didn't increase Kelly.
Try to look on other documents unless they're individually sent. So let's just start over. It's okay. Let me talk you through this. Okay? It's very easy. All right. What I need you to do is put all 5 pages on the counter. Okay? and I need you to take a picture of them, each one, individually. Okay, I'm missing the point. I got it.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect. That's exactly what Fortune's Move First Sell Your Old program lets you do. Find your new home now and sell the old one. Here's how it works. Fortune gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new
Okay.
home.
All right, forward that. That's an
Is
excellent
that your nickname
idea.
for
Go ahead
Talib?
and forward that.
Wordsmith?
And we'll go with that.
Yeah, for Tabby.
Yeah.
That's because
Sometimes he posts some really.
Well, that's why I call him wordsmith. You
Yeah.
can't figure out what he's saying.
Yep. Okay. Good. Search. Yep.
I had a sergeant like that under my command.
All you gotta do.
He says, "Why don't the
all you
people
gotta
like
do is
me?"
forward that to me.
I said, "Because they can't understand you." He was one of these guys that had to use, words like that.
I gotcha. I'm here.
We've got a good-looking fall day ahead for your Tuesday. We're going to be in the upper 60s.
Yep.
Sunshine, and the best part is that wind stays light. Very similar forecast for Wednesday. I'm Fox 31. Here's what budgeting is
I've got, okay, something just happened. That was an email, so that's a good forward. Good job.
Hey, what's going on? Tom Martino with Marc Mager, Marc Mager, at the Mother Studio with Nick Gravina from GravinaWindows.com. And we're talking about this pod issue, which is really frustrating. Then this identity issue. Here's the deal. On both of them, we kind of have to see things on the...
Well, I saw the email. It looks legit, man. Someone ordered something, a MacBook, to be picked up at Best Buy. The good news is, though, whoever picks it up has to show, a valid ID, a valid driver's license that they're this person. So I have no idea who made the purchase. It does look valid, and they're only going to hold it till tomorrow. So I suggest he simply doesn't go down.
Yeah, he ignores it. But what's really weird is, why would someone, if they want to buy something, why wouldn't they give another email? He got this by email, right?
Yeah, he did. He sure did.
Yeah, that's weird.
Was he charged for it?
He said he looked at all his credit cards, and none of his credit cards ended in those 4 digits, so no.
No, and the charge is the smallest part of it. But what I'm wondering is, maybe a name similar, but why would they give his email address? See, if you're going to make a purchase, people are smart enough usually to divert the emails to the proper place. Charles, what I would do right now, though, is put a credit freeze. Do you have a credit freeze on your credit reports?
I didn't opt into that, sir.
And Charles, I'm going to tell you something. It's the easiest thing I've ever done. I have a credit freeze to a point where I can't apply. I can't even apply to anything. Like when I was doing the Vestera turnkey, my latest loan, I had forgotten, the freeze is on there. You forget about it. And they said, by the way, we can't do a credit report on you. They won't let us. So no one can open anything without that. And I'm telling you, it is truly a wonderful thing to have. And the way you do it, you put a freeze on there's you only have to worry about TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Right. When you put, by the way, when you put a bill on there, when you put a freeze on there, you can even go in, like if you're applying for something, and temporarily lift the freeze automatically for 3 days. You don't have to keep going back and forth. There's no charge whatsoever, and it is well worth it. That is the only thing I can tell you right now. Just do that, and I wouldn't worry about it. And as Mark said, just ignore this delivery.
Yeah, it says right here, you got to bring your government issued photo ID and your order number. Period. End of story.
Can I fill in some other stupid things I did?
Okay, go ahead.
I drove my car. I couldn't contact. I contacted them. I mentioned the old phone number, which is defunct, And when I went back to the website, the number had been taken off. I went physically down to the North Glen Best Buy.
But why?
And
why?
Huh?
Why?
Because, okay, in 67 years, I haven't learned everything. I talked to the manager.
Yes, you have, by the way.
And he agreed because the laptop was already picked up. I was pissed off at, upset with them.
Wait,
and I said,
it's already been, it's already been picked up?
Yeah,
but
now,
hold on, Charles, please just listen. Hold on.
Okay.
You said you went through all your credit cards. None of these credit cards are yours, right? And the laptop is no longer there. Is that what you're saying?
He is also.
God help me.
Hey, man, all we're asking, listen, all we're asking, did they pick up the laptop?
They did.
So how did they provide? Did you? Now, I would be curious to ask the guy at the store.
They did not. Apparently, they look at IDs, and then I. What about the barcode on the back? He says we don't scan those. It's like
so,
what?
Charles.
I don't know if this is like
Charles, all you have. I'm telling you. You're going to lose sleep and you're going to lose hair trying to find out who it is. What do you? Here's what I want to tell you. Even if you found the guy, if the guy said, "Oh, by the way, he did pick up the laptop, and in fact, he's still in the store. There he is." I want to ask you something seriously now. Let's get right down to brass tacks. What would you do if the guy if the clerk said, "Oh yeah, he just picked it up. In fact, he's over there looking at some other stuff, some cases," and you saw him? What would you do? Tell me, what would you do?
I don't know. I have made mistakes in my life. Put it that way.
You what? What would you do?
I have made. I worked on the fishing boats. I drove for Uber.
Charles, I'm not asking about fishing boats. Yeah. I'm asking you if you knew who the guy was, if you knew who it was, and you saw him, what good would it do? What? Tell me what you would do. If you called the police, they wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't even come there.
Well, I did, and I tried to file a report.
They don't care.
Somebody tried to walk me through it, and I can't even file a report.
That's right. Because you don't have anyone to file it against. Who are you going to file the report against? Charles, what I'm saying to you is that stolen identities have become so ubiquitous that no one cares. No one. Now, if they start doing credit card fraud, that's another story. You can shut down the fraud, but you still won't get the guy arrested. If you saw the guy inside Best Buy and they said, "Oh yeah, he's the one that was using your name and he just came and got the computer. There he is right there." The police won't show up. The store management won't do anything. No one will do anything. We're living in a different world, Charles. No one cares. You have to protect yourself. I'm just telling you the truth. So how do you protect yourself? You put a credit freeze.
Or he didn't even get. Did he even get charged for this?
No, he didn't.
He has no standing at all then.
Well, that's right.
Literally, he has no standing. What's he going to say? Somebody with the same name used somebody else's credit card that didn't affect me? I have no idea what he wants.
I don't know what he wants. Charles, that's a good question. And seriously, we're not attacking you or anything. We're discussing this issue because it happens to a lot of people. So in a very simple terms, tell us what you want. What were you hoping we would tell you today?
Well, I really don't know anymore. I do want the guy to have problems with, what about Mary's situation with his zipper? Which is a crude thing to say.
What the hell is he talking about?
You want him to zip his junk up?
Oh, I don't even know what he's saying.
It's a scene in a movie. What about Mary? But I don't understand the relevance.
He wants him to get his wiener
Well,
caught in the zipper.
Right. He has got a leasing contract under my name. He tried to open
Wait.
a
Now hold on, Charles. A way to bury the lead. So this goes far beyond the computer. You found other things this guy is doing in your name?
all on Friday.
Okay, hold on, and we'll come back to this. I got to take a break. I'm not going to let Mark lure me into being late like he usually does. By the way, Frank Duran, the real estate man, right now is giving out free information for you, complete analyses of homes. He'll go to your home and tell you what it will sell for based on the comp, the neighborhood, the supply and demand, the interest rates, the recent sales. If you're curious, you may not even list. You're just curious. No obligation. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. An accurate appraisal, not appraisal, but an accurate evaluation of your home and what it will sell for based on his experience. 303-920-1622.
What is the lease?
Okay,
this is Denver's talk station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, looking good on the highways, byways. Really not dealing with much out
here. What are we
here.
doing
There's
about
hardly
the
any
pod
traffic
anyway?
at
What
this
were we
point.
waiting for
Coming
the
south into
contract, right?
downtown's been a little sluggish around Spear. 270 looks good. Pena's wide open to the airport. That's a 15-minute commute from I-70 to the terminal. 225, 10 minutes through Aurora. We do have one construction zone out west on 93 at Highway 72. That does tend to back up both directions there, but no big problems. I-70 remains open. No rock scaling yet. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends November 1st. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
You know, when you can get the guaranteed lowest price for the same stuff and you're doing a bathroom renovation, then you want discountbath.com. They want you to put them to the test. Look, the worst that you can say is no, right? But think about this. Having a beautiful bathroom at lower prices than the market, that's what Discount Bath does. And as I said, they'll put their prices right out there. All you have to do is go to discountbath.com. That's where you start. Then you get a link there where you can send video of your project. Just take your smartphone, informally walk around. I want a double vanity here. I want a bigger shower here. I want to do this. I want to do that in any bath at any time, and then send it to them. If you want to talk to them, call them at 720-979-2322, discountbath.com.
You know, John, thank you. CMG Mortgage. He's one of the big dogs out here. You hear him on the show all the time. He's one of our experts when it comes to lending. And it doesn't matter what kind of loan you want. CMG does reverse mortgages, refis, cash out, new purchases, the all-in-one loan, which is a 30-year line of credit. That's what Suzanne and I have. Now, listen to this, though. The best rates, the lowest fees if you go with John. Why? Because they lend $2 billion a month. Check out John at partnerinlending.com. Call for all your rates. Partnerinlending.com or give them a call at 303-882-6679. John Clace, partnerinlending.com. No, thank you, Shannon. Thank you.
Hey, what do you think about a protest about something that did not happen, something that won't happen, and something that can't happen?
Sounds very democratic.
Well, you know, that's what, you know, this one texter, this asinine texter says, we're stopping him from being a king. He's going to want it. The one guy said he's absolutely positively looking to be the last president of the United States.
Wow. Huh.
No, I'm serious
God
now. I'm
bless
not
him.
kidding. Do people really believe he's trying to stay in office for life?
I'm
people?
a little delusional when I look in the mirror after a shower, but otherwise.
No one believes that. That's just part of their go-to line now.
Yeah, but truly, I mean, and then we got my goddamn chemtrail guy saying, wait till the government shutdown's over, you'll see them again.
Federal protection.
Okay, I couldn't. I drove by.
Well, you and I disagree on that. I mean, everybody knows chemtrails are real.
Yeah.
What do you think all that stuff coming out of the airplane is, huh? What do
I
you
know
think?
when Tom walks through
Condensation?
the
What are you
studio,
talking
he's
about?
leaving
here?
a bit of a chemtrail.
Burn fuel? What are you, nuts?
Okay, I am really pissed.
I'll have you know.
What?
I have personally tested the air behind a jet, and it was filled with all kinds of carcinogens that were killing people in New Mexico.
Oh, and there's a downside to what you're
Yeah,
saying?
what's wrong with that?
Well, I didn't say there was a damn thing wrong with it. I'm
Okay,
just
yeah.
saying that's what happened.
It's killing too many people in Arizona. And
Do I see a
you
shadow?
have a favorite?
I think New Jersey, by the way, I think it goes red.
Yeah, it's looking good for the governor.
They actually have
Especially
more.
since they're tearing themselves apart with, if I was in a room with Hitler and Stalin jokes, right?
Yeah. I think they got that. Now, Virginia, on the other hand, that one's baffling to me. How this guy can, wish this person's kid's dead and text and everything, and he might get elected or, get elected because of the governor. It's amazing. They're wackos. They're wackos in Virginia.
And they got that big military base, naval base.
Up until Trump moves it, he's going to move it.
Yeah.
This guy might have gotten his identity stolen.
What?
I'm dying to know. What's she saying? I want to listen in, Shannon.
Who?
Kelly.
No, God, you don't. Let me take the bullet for the team here and be the only one that has to do that.
Okay.
My mental well-being is already in question. Why ruin everybody? It's like this great Peanuts cartoon once where
The football.
where Lucy and Linus are walking in the rain and she's got an umbrella and he says, "Isn't it my turn for the umbrella?" And she says, "You're already wet."
That's a good.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. What a beautiful day. Don't forget denverregen.com for painful joints and tendons. They did a great job on me. They do shoulders, elbows, knees. They specialize in lower back and neck. denverregen.com. Okay, now let's continue and talk about this. We have Kyle wants to talk about their neighbor and the dogs. And then Alan's got a question.
Well, hold on.
Yes.
Let's finish this other guy.
Okay, go ahead.
Charles. So I'm looking at this email.
And for those listening, he's saying that a computer showed up at Best Buy, paid for, and it wasn't him. Go ahead.
And he got an email. So he got another email from, hey, Charles, this is your email address, right? I mean, I hate to even ask you that, but it is, right?
It is. I've had it a long time.
The dessert one, right? Or desert or whatever you want to say it is.
Yeah, I was trying to be creative.
That's fine. You don't have to say it out loud.
Yeah.
I don't want you to give it out. So I think it is possible someone has possibly taken his identity and opened up this lease payment, and what this lease payment is one of these buy here, pay over time deals. Tire stores take them, all kinds of places take them.
What is it for? Can you tell what it's for, Mark?
No, it just says how much the payment's for. That's all the information I have. Charles, do you know what it's for, or you have no idea but this that you sent me?
No. I did talk to a rep, and they would not
need to have.
tell me what it's for.
Yeah, I know. Here's what we really need to do. We need to have someone hold his hand and walk him through looking at his credit. I don't know how easy or hard that's going to be, but we have to see at this point. Go ahead, Charles.
I'm okay with how the Federal Trade Commission is
Oh
shut
my
down.
God, I got to put him on hold. Here's what we've got to do, Tom.
Yeah.
Someone has got to hold his hand and look at his credit and make sure these were not opened up, the Best Buy and this Amica or a Chemo one, under his actual social. This could be happening. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, so it does look like that. And this lease payment, how much is it, Mark?
This one is a payment twice a month for $186.81.
But if he's not being charged, they're just using a name. I'm wondering what the game is of the scammer. What's the game? Tell me.
No, what I'm saying is I wonder if whoever picked up the laptop and whatever this payment's for, it could be for tires, it could be for an engine,
Right,
it could be for
okay.
furniture.
Okay.
If they actually benefited, but he's going to end up getting billed. In other words, it's on his credit report. If it's not on his credit report, I'm with you. I could care less. But if it is on his credit report, he's got a problem.
But if they open an account in his name and he did not do it and they did not use the proper docs, I mean, you're right. He's got a problem, but he can ultimately get out of it. I mean, they're not going to collect from someone who didn't make the debt. But
I would agree with
we
you.
need
but his
someone to
credit's
help
gonna
him.
sink.
We really need someone to help him because he doesn't seem, he's talking about the Federal Trade Commission and all of this.
Let's have Doc. I think this would be perfect for Doc, honestly.
Do you really believe that? I was
I
thinking
do.
dollar. I see Dollar over there smiling.
You want to do it, Dollar?
Dollar, it sounds like, here's what I think. And then let's teach him how to put a credit freeze on, because no one can do anything when you have a credit freeze. It's the simplest, easiest tool in the world to use.
And here's the easiest way for you, Dollar. If he's got a credit card, a real credit card, either through Chase or Capital One or Amex, when he logs on, he can look at his credit right there and see what has been opened. That's
right.
going to be the easiest way.
Okay, now let's. I want to move on. I'm gonna give this. Let's give this to Dollar. But Alan, I think I can probably answer this pretty quickly on capital gains. Go ahead, Alan. What is your question?
I'm selling a house in Boulder, and I'm probably going to make, I don't know, maybe $200,000 to $300,000 on it. And I'm just wondering, and it's my first house sale.
Are you
I'm just
single?
wondering how that. Yes.
Okay.
Well, and more importantly, is it a primary residence?
Yes.
Okay. And how long have you lived there?
Well, I've been here since 2009, but I got divorced and I got the house back in 2022.
But you've been living there as your primary residence.
Yes.
Okay. So if you've lived there 2 of the past 5 years, it's going to be your primary residence, and you have an automatic exclusion of $250,000 of gain. Now, make sure, though, that you calculate gain properly. Many people just take the price they paid for the house and call that their basis. But you're allowed to add to that basis anything that you did to improve the house. That includes major landscaping, permanent appliances, paint, countertops, any kind of improvements. How much did you buy the house for?
We bought it originally for $335,000, and then I got it back on the divorce for $435,000.
Okay, so your basis is $435,000. Okay, did you do any improvements to it?
Oh yeah. Oh no, we did when we bought the house.
No, I'm talking
it
about
had-
after the $435,000 assessment. Did you do anything?
Oh yeah, no fencing, landscaping, countertops.
So you come up with a basis. What are you selling it for? Do you have a buyer?
No, it's going to go on the market this week.
What do you think
and
it'll sell for?
I'm still well, my neighborhood is like 900,000.
Okay, let's say it sells for 900, and you subtract your basis. Are you sure you're even going to have more than 250,000 in gain?
Now that I have to calculate what you just talked about, I don't know.
Now, if you do, it's very easy. You get the first $250,000 in gain free. It's excluded. Then let's say it comes to $300,000. You would only have to pay long-term capital gains on the extra. So if it's $300,000 that you truly made in profit, then you would have $50,000 of taxable gain at about 20%. That's 15% federal, 5% state.
But don't forget to tell your accountant about the roof, the siding, the paint, the HVAC systems.
Whatever
don't
you
forget
did.
all the betterment.
Yeah, we got to take and remember this. No one that I know of has ever checked a home sale for people. I'm not telling you to cheat. I'm just telling you you don't have to split hairs. We have more coming up.
Now, impact traffic from the Superstar Car Wash Traffic Center.
Yeah, we're looking good on the highways, byways. Really not dealing with much out here. There's hardly any traffic at this point. Coming south into downtown, it's been a little sluggish around Spear. 270 looks good. Pena's wide open to the airport. That's a 15-minute commute from I-70 to the terminal. 225, 10 minutes through Aurora. We do have one construction zone out west on 93 at Highway 72. That does tend to back up both directions there, but no big problems. I-70 remains open. No rock scaling yet. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends November 1st. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
You know, if you're looking for a solar system and you heard the incentives are going away, well, they are going away for some residential stuff, but commercial systems have better incentives than ever. The government will pay for most of your commercial system, and you can make money selling back to the grid and selling to end users. The government allows that. You can actually make a positive cash flow. Here's the bottom line I'm going to tell you. Red Rocks RS, or Red Rocks Roof and Solar, they specialize in commercial systems. Now, they'll service any system out there if you need help. They're a complete solar company. But when it comes to getting a commercial system, call them. That means you could be a landlord with a duplex, or you may have a strip mall, or you might have an agribusiness or a home-based business. You could still qualify and get under that commercial wire. Call Red Rocks for more information. The experts in solar, 303-704-2449, 704-2449. Hey, Mark and Sue's just got permanent LED lighting at their home, and they're celebrating every day like the holidays. You can put them on for holidays, for game day, for birthdays, for special parties. And you know what? Here's the deal. They're hidden when they're not on. They are architectural lightings that just fade into the house. I mean, you don't even know they're there. You have no HOA problems. Thousands of colors, millions of options. Mark actually uses his artificial intelligence to tell it what to do. So you can use your smartphone or your AI and have permanent lighting. Excel, you can get your own estimate online right now. Excel as in excellent, E-X-C-E-L, excelroofing.com.
So many shows. But it was mostly bands I've never heard of.
It's good that it uses Mark's artificial intelligence, because his real intelligence wouldn't get it done.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
There was a thing for liquid metal on Sirius.
Well,
I think it was something over the weekend.
Yeah, this was called, I want to say it was called Back in the
I wonder if
Day.
they have like a booklet, not a printed one, but they have some sort of online thing, don't they? Excel for what color packages would be good for what holiday?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Because he said that they had programs that they could
Something
load.
like Back in the Day.
I don't know. He's got his headphones on, but he's not listening.
I'm hearing.
Sorry, here's Kelly.
I can hear. Shut up.
I just said, I'm sorry. Here's Kelly.
Hello. I can't hear
why'd you say
anybody
what?
in there. Can anybody hear me? I
Why
can't
aren't you
hear
talking
you.
into the
Is
microphone?
Shannon even in there anymore? I can't hear Kelly. I can't hear Shannon. You know, he is a weird dude, the more I think about it.
You don't want to know.
I cannot believe how
You
weird
don't want to know how weird I am.
I have
Hey,
seen
Tom?
him parked in the strangest places.
So I had
When we were
done an outbound earlier today. He was at work. He now
When we
has
were young.
time. I got Mike Finn on from Finn Law Group.
I mean, to me, it's
Okay,
Talk
but
about
we'll
how
have to
much
do it
time
after the
issue.
break. We're too
You've
far.
probably
We're
heard of
too
a lot
close
of
to the end of the hour.
I already
it was
told
over
them.
the weekend.
Okay, good.
Oh, this is a punk fest.
Yeah. Panic at the Disco.
I've met them.
Ice Nine Kills. I've seen them 2 or 3 times actually.
I
But
went
just
to a
opening
punk
up for
festival one
Metallica.
time, and there's a group called
No, they're
Squirrel
weird,
Burp.
man. They run around. They actually cut a baby out of a woman on stage last time I saw 'em.
Yep.
And it was real. It wasn't even fake. Real
No,
baby.
get the hell.
You're full of
Chainsaw and
shit.
everything. I was like, what the
does
hell?
something similar, but they're in foam costumes.
No, they run around doing the wildest shit on stage. Literally.
Foam,
A kid
big foam
cut
costume.
out with the
Guar.
chainsaw, still connected to the umbilical cord, and then they're swinging the baby around by the cord.
Guar
This
used
is
to
the
do that.
show they put on.
Guar used to do that way back.
So Ice Nine ripped off them. Sounds like it.
Guar used to do tons of stuff like that.
Guar was the best.
Guar is one of the best shows you can ever see.
Emo Night
It's
Brooklyn.
been maybe 10 years since
Have
I've
you
seen
heard
it.
of a lot of these bands?
Yeah,
I
it was
really
right
haven't.
out of COVID, and then like half my friends got COVID after that show.
Saw him at a show with the Damned. My daughter was
So what are we
backstage
doing
doing
about the
her
pod
magic.
thing?
I don't know. Did we? I don't know what we're
Did
doing.
we
with
give that to somebody? What did we?
No, he had to go back to work, so I'm trying to get him back on tomorrow. He's going to try to send
Yeah,
the
the contract. That's right. We're waiting for the contract.
once he gets back home.
Waiting for the
And
contract.
That was a storage pod, not a human replication pod from Invasion of the Body Snatchers, right?
Oh my God, Shannon.
What? That was a pod problem.
That's what it was. Actually, it was a bad one.
Yeah. Oh. I know it was supposed to be analogous or some sort of comparison to communism in America, that you had to watch out because the person next to you would look normal, but they've been taken over by an alien. Commie alien.
Are you talking about V?
No, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Both the one from the 50s and the one from the 80s were both about communism.
I
All right,
like
but
the
I
Body
digress.
Snatchers movie. That was a good movie.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-8255. So, Jeff, let's start with your problem. We have some experts on that could help you. You have a timeshare. What's going on with it? Jeff?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on with your timeshare?
So it's not specifically my timeshare, but it's my mother who's aging.
Okay. When did
lost
she
her-
when did she buy the timeshare?
Oh gosh, it's been 20 plus, maybe
Okay.
even 25 years now.
Okay. Is it a condo?
So it's specifically Trend West. So she accumulates points, so she buys points, and then she uses those points throughout the year.
Yeah, so they don't really own anything. She just belongs to this point club. And the thing about the point system, they can devalue your membership overnight by simply increasing the number of points it takes to get a week. And then they say to you, they sell it to you sometimes saying, hey, you're buying a week anywhere in the world, and then all of a sudden it's only 2 or 3 days and you have to buy the rest to make it a full week. The point system, as much as timeshare sucks, the point system sucks even more. We're going to talk about this and have our expert on right after this.
Thank you. Get into your pants.
I won't even ask. We'll just leave that alone. Anybody that would want to get into Shannon's pants has problems.
This timeshare shit, Jesus Christ, it's such a pain in the fucking ass.
I mean,
hey, language.
Honest to God.
Language.
I'm gonna.
My
it is
goodness.
second only to Scientology.
Ah. I love Scientology.
Do you?
Yes, of course. L. Ron Hubbard, he's my man.
Are you clear? Are you clear of Thasians or whatever the hell the aliens are that invade your spirit because of some sort of exploding
Dude,
volcano
I get my.
a million years ago?
I'm
What?
so high in Scientology, I get my own planet when I die.
No, I
Good,
think
look
you're
what I
thinking
just
of
got.
Mormons.
Listen to this. I just got his contract where it says he's ready to pick up his order and the SKU number and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so all it could just be a missed email address, don't you think?
I have no idea.
How could they mess up that email?
I mean, what I'm saying
like
is if
AOL
there's
or
a similar customer, I want to know the other stuff that was stolen.
What is he, like candykitty69@gmail.com?
Yes. And how'd you guess that?
He still didn't get charged for it, so I don't know why he cares.
Well, he claims he has it.
Oh, okay.
They might have opened up a Best Buy account under his name.
Oh, God, I wish I had that sort of ambition.
I don't even know how Best Buy exists anymore. Last time I was in there, they did not have
really
inventory.
turned it around from getting showroomed every day, right?
One in Northland's up by
Everybody
my
was just
in-laws'
going in there
house.
and handling equipment and then buying on Amazon. But they turned it around.
Best Buy. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to keep diminishing.
Geek.
Yeah, I don't see a place for him.
I couldn't imagine being a
society
Geek Squad
at all.
guy. Going into people's homes to work on their computers. Oh my God. I know, but you'd have to put down your own new carpet to go where some guy sits at his computer.
Touch it on the screen. Conveyor belt spits it out.
Not only that, it's getting to the point where you could order a washer and dryer and it'll be there that day or the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, Best Buy's like, oh, well, that'll be 4 weeks.
During the pandemic, man, it was 8 months to get stuff.
That was ridiculous.
You know, they have self-service things in airports. I can't believe people are that honest. You know, go.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure
What makes you think they're honest?
Right. I'm sure they have cameras. We have some at our where we play hockey where it's kind of a self-serve, but they have cameras pointing everywhere.
Everywhere.
But I don't know what you do. You go up, you grab it, you walk away, and it's like, oh, we got you on camera. I mean, if you're there all the time, it's one thing, but
Or you grab 2 Snickers. And
Hey, Mark, this will help.
What?
The guy who runs the music buying and selling part of Best Buy, so he's like one of the VPs.
Yeah.
His wife was a musician. I can't remember her name, but she has said that they don't want MAGA people shopping at Best Buy.
Oh, well,
So
I don't.
there you go. That saves time.
Thank you.
but do people buy
If you're
music
working
at
up a
Best
little
Buy?
shopping route and you're like, oh, I'll be in that neighborhood. Maybe I'll stop by. No.
I'm going to get a Trump 2028 hat just to
Oh.
piss people off.
Do people even buy music? I mean, I buy music all the time.
They used to in Best Buy. You would walk in, they have full albums.
I still buy vinyl all the time.
My daughter buys some.
I think they still, no, they definitely still have vinyl.
Yeah. It's like a thing. Now, why would anybody would want vinyl, and I mean to listen to, compared to a very well done WAV file or MP3 blows me away. I have no idea.
The sound on a record to me is way better.
You just like it. The sound of the record.
It's warmer.
Yeah, the closest you can get is that 1-bit recording technology where the files end up being several gigs.
I mean, they're so clean.
And that's kind of rare stuff.
In the digital, I mean,
HD
I
audio.
get it, but I mean, I think the record just has more of a personal feel. And again, I've watched a record get made when we've mastered records before. It's
warm.
crazy, the machines. But it's just so cool. I just think the sound just tremendously better.
So where does tape come in?
Like cassette tape?
Magnetic, I guess.
It was the in-between.
Not cassette, the reel-to-reel.
Based
Which
on
is,
tape, yeah.
yeah.
But recording on reel-to-reel, too,
Maybe it was Eddie and
depending on the feel you want, is we recorded
who the
once
hell
on a
was
reel-to-reel,
that,
and I thought that recording was
movie?
awesome.
Eddie and the...
Versus
Damn it.
digital. So instead of just directing, because then you can change so much.
That's
For reel to
funny.
reel, you have to nail it, and whatever you do is, that's how they used to do it back in
Thank
the day.
you.
And now you can fix anything.
Yeah.
Right.
What's
There's
that
like the
even
old
gonna
joke
search
with
for
the,
that?
what did the music engineer say to the band?
Movie
Come on
about
in
a
here,
band.
we'll fix it, you know. Because it's true, you know.
My son got a degree.
That, like goes missing or
Says, I can
something,
make
right?
anyone
And
sound good.
Right.
whatever.
And that's the thing.
Even you, Dad.
Yeah.
And I can't sing.
Right. And that's the thing, you know.
What's that thing that can make you in perfect harmony?
Auto-tune?
Auto-tune.
Auto-tune.
Oh.
I love auto-tune.
Yes.
Terrible. Do you remember the auto-tune news for a while?
No.
They'd have like weird things that happen, like memes or YouTube viral stuff, but then they'd go in and auto-tune it and mix it up, and it was just so ridiculous.
85 people were killed today.
I think when he came
Well,
out
what
a
about,
long time
you mean
ago,
her in Streets
TC
of Fire?
Tools was the name of some.
God, Streets of Fire is great.
I think there's a couple. I know. I forget what the ones all our friends used to use. Pro Tube, something like that.
By the way, the band
Might have
in
been
Streets
some,
of
yeah,
Fire was
yeah.
the Blasters.
But yeah, recording reel to reel is kind of an old method, but cool.
Gonna turn when the room goes
So he
dark.
said anyone with a computer could do that, so he
Turn
quit
the
that, went into
colored
TV, and smartest movie ever made.
Why? Because of
Money. He's vice president of the company. Of
oh, yeah, there you go.
Mobile television. I mean, just.
So,
Oh yeah.
yep. Yes.
Yeah, because he said anyone with a computer could
Rick
have a sound
Moranis.
studio, you know.
Oh yeah. I've done stuff myself too. Yeah.
Yes, and
That's how it
Look,
is.
Shannon, you know, look how
who's
smart he
the
is.
creepiest looking guy in Hollywood?
He's got a computer.
You can.
God damn it.
I can almost make stuff on my phone.
Streets
these
of Fire.
days.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Willem Dafoe is in there too. Amy Madigan. Oh. Bill Paxton even briefly.
I like Bill Paxton.
Oh, I do too. God, he was, especially in True Lies.
No. Is that the one where he's married to
No, he's like a car salesman that's trying to bang Schwarzenegger's wife.
I remember that.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show along with Marc Mager back at the ranch. Mark, who do we have sitting there and what are we talking about?
We got Nick Gravinas, of course, with Gravinas, and then we have Deputy Chopper. We have Scott sitting over here, Deputy Dollar. We have Shannon, as always. And then, of course, let's not forget about Kelly answering your calls.
Yes.
And sipping cocktails.
Okay, so we got a lot going on, and we've been talking about identity theft along with other things. We have somebody who called in with an unusual issue. Somebody seems to got a hold of his identity for a computer and something else, some other lease or lease payment. In any case, we talked about credit freezes, and I got a text saying, well, what exactly do you do? If you just go to the websites for the three major credit bureaus, they have instructions, and it's managing a credit freeze. It is very easy. Once you put it on there, you can simply keep it on there and then temporarily thaw it out when you want to apply for something. I wait until I'm asked to thaw it out. Then I know the creditor that I applied to is ready to take my credit. So I do it for a day or two, and then it automatically goes back on. So do that. And then we have an issue with a timeshare, and we have an expert on, Mike Finn, the Finn Law Group. We've been dealing with him for many years, one of the few legit experts for getting people out of timeshares. And why do I say that? I want to bring this up when it comes to timeshares, then we'll go to Jeff. But there was a timeshare team, I thought they called themselves an exit team, whatever it was. What they did was they had wording in their contract. Listen to what the wording said. You remember this, Mark? The wording said, if we present you with a settlement offer from the timeshare developer and you turn it down, we have done our job and earned our commission. In other words, and so I asked them one time, well, what exactly is an offer? The offer could be outrageous or unconscionable, but you've done your job as long as you bring them. What if the offer was pay it in full? What if the offer was pay 50% of it? I mean, what I'm saying is you have to watch these timeshare exit contracts because they're very tricky. Now, we like Mike Finn because he's a no-nonsense attorney who takes on these cases and he knows how to get you out of them. And it's reasonable. But beware of all the other companies advertising these exit strategies. They're not all what they're cracked up to be.
You know the one that drives me crazy, just drives me nuts. I think it's Wesley. And here's why it drives me crazy. Because this guy comes on and says it how it is. He goes, you know what? I used to sell timeshares to everybody. Now I can't live with myself. So now I can help you get out of it. Can you imagine? He sold you a timeshare. Now he's coming after you to get you out of it. And that's just not right.
Anyway, so let's talk to Jeff. What is going on, Jeff? Start your story about your timeshare, Jeff. Your mom bought into a point system, right?
Correct.
Now,
So
the
she bought
point
into the
system,
point
in my
system.
opinion, as bad as timeshares are, the point system is the worst. We had someone go to a timeshare presentation one time, and they were told they're buying 2 weeks. Okay? And those points represented 2 weeks. Suddenly, a year and a half later, those points were only good for 1 week. And then another year and a half after that, those points were only good for 3 days. And then what they do is they cleverly offer you the balance of the points to make your week complete. So with points, you really never know what you're buying. What happened? Where did she buy these points?
Her point system is through Trend West. I think it's also could be considered under Worldmark.
And how did she go? Was she at a meeting? Tell me how it happened.
Yeah, so probably about 20, 25 years ago, her and my father were invited to one of those meetings at a hotel, and they bought into the
long
point
ago?
system and bought X amount of. Yeah, about 25 years ago.
How long has she been paying on it?
Buffet in the back rub.
Maybe even longer than that.
How long has she been paying on it?
So the membership has been paid for. So she bought X amount of points, and then each year they offer her an upgrade to platinum or silver or gold, whatever it may be, and then they add her more points.
Tell me what she's been
throughout the
paying.
year-
Tell me if you had to add up what she's paid so far, what would it have been?
Oh God, I would say close to 80,000.
Oh my God! She makes every year she has to make a payment.
So yeah, every month she makes a payment for I guess it's like maintenance fees, cleaning fees.
Has
And
she ever
every
used
year,
it?
Or every month?
Has she ever used her points?
She has used the points, but in some years she doesn't use any points, only because some of the places she wants to go to, it's all booked up. So she's not able to get into the places she really wants to go, and has to pick from places that she doesn't care about going to.
This is terrible. Has she ever tried to get out of it before?
She has, but she's never gone to the extent of like following through with anything. So today she has a meeting with them in regards to seeing how she can get out of it. And from what I got from her on a phone call was they're going to charge her X amount of dollars just to cancel it. So that's why I called to see
how much are they going to charge.
Route. I think she said $4,000 to $5,000.
That might be the cheapest way out. I don't know, but we don't know if that's really going to send. We don't know what they're going to offer her. Let's go to our attorney and ask Mike Finn. Mike, have you heard of the point system?
I'm not familiar with that particular program, but you're right on the money, Tom. If she can get out for $4,000 to $5,000, and it's a legitimate offer from the developer, it pretty much has to be from the developer, because if it's a third-party company, it probably is a scam. If the developer is offering her termination or $4,000 to $5,000, that's a sure thing. My fees are somewhere in that neighborhood as well. But if you take on Finn Law Group, you're signing up for a period of time, and we cannot say 1,000% that the client's going to get out. It always happens, but we're not authorized by law to make that guarantee. So she has a guaranteed exit.
Yeah, but how will she even know? This could be a third party just trying to sell her condo. You know, they come on saying, we're going to get you out of this. She does. Jeff, you need to get involved directly. You need to really know that you're dealing with the developer, because this could just be some marketing firm.
That's right.
Okay.
That's absolutely right. If somebody can call me and let me know who the parties are that they're dealing with, I'm happy to provide some advice, no charge, as to whether or not they're getting another scam or not.
And I'll give out that information to Finn Law Group. But here's the deal. Even if someone wanted to hire you, let's say, Mike, someone does have an offer from like this, and they want you to review it. Can you do an hourly review without doing the whole shooting match?
Absolutely. I can usually tell by who the participant is, whether it's legitimate or not, because we know who all the players are. And again, Tom, I would never charge anybody for expressing my opinion. And in terms of the amount of research I have to do, it'll be minimal because we already know who the players are. So it's really not an issue for us at all.
All right.
We're happy to do it.
For an initial consultation, Jeff. Jeff, listen, I want to ask you, how did she get this offer to get out of it? Did she inquire?
Yeah, she's been contacting Trend West or Worldmark directly and just saying she can't afford the maintenance fees any longer. She's on a fixed income, retired, and they continue to grow. So she's trying to figure out how she can just step away from it altogether.
Was the original one what was the original one? Trend West or Worldmark?
I want to say Worldmark.
And then it was transferred to Trend West?
It's the same thing. It's a Wyndham operation.
Yes, Wyndham as well is a name that I commonly on her paperwork.
Hey, Mike, if she's on a fixed budget, and let's say she doesn't have any assets that are beyond the exemption for a BK, if she did do a Chapter 7, and once again she falls under every exemption, wouldn't that be the easiest way out?
Sure, certainly. The easiest way out is probably, look, I'm not going to pay any more money. Do what you have to do. We obviously like to have a law firm waiting in the wings, because they're not going to come after somebody that has a lawyer already essentially retained, that has a reputation like Finn Law Group does with the timeshares. So we like to say we can help you get out, but one of the things we're probably going to say is you're going to have to take the position that you're not going to pay any more money, matter what.
Now listen to this.
And we'll back you.
Mike, listen to this. Years ago, I'm looking up some cases we had because we had a bankruptcy attorney on. And what timeshares were doing then, if they had someone in a 25 or a multi-year contract and they had accumulated fees, the timeshare group was not taking the condo back. They were simply waiving the money up to the point of bankruptcy. But as soon as they emerged from bankruptcy, they still owned the timeshare and still had to make the maintenance fees. They never took the condo.
That's exactly right, Tom.
So
that's exactly right. Bankruptcy does not get you out of your contract.
No, but if you're not collectible, what the hell's the difference is what I'm saying.
There is no difference. You're right. If you're not collectible, you're not collectible.
I mean, if you're making $1,000 on Social Security and you're living with a family member and don't own a vehicle and have nothing in the bank, I just quit paying.
Yeah, if she just stops paying, how likely is it, Mike, if people stop paying, that they'll come after you with an attorney?
It's not. Well, again, we like to say if you have an attorney, it's like extra insurance. They will not come after you if you have an attorney. If you don't have an attorney, it's a little bit more of a roll of the dice. Realistically, they're probably not going to come after you. They're going to discover that you don't have anything, and they're not going to come after you if you don't have anything. So your point's well taken, Tom.
Okay, and Mark made that point about being uncollectible. So thank you very much, the Finn Law Group, Mike Finn. Let me give out that number for those listening. This guy's legit. Beware of those people that offer to get you out of timeshares. I'm telling you, they have clauses. They have clauses that can trigger a fee even if you're not ultimately released. Go ahead. What were you going to say, Mark?
I don't want you to go. A lot of people don't want to go after their competition, but that guy that has those damn commercials that says, I sold timeshares for 20 years. Now I'm feeling bad about it, and I want to help you get out of yours. Don't you find that just insane?
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's kind of...
Drives me crazy, Mark and Tom.
Yes.
Drives me crazy.
Okay. His number, Mike Finn, and it's Finn, Finn, FinnLawGroup.com. That's the easiest way. Double N, Finn, Finn, FinnLawGroup.com, or 855-346-6529.
Done?
Yeah, you can tell by my inflection. That's my break inflection.
Charter Communications. We never hear that, so I didn't know. I'm kidding. All right, stand by for fun.
Implementation and identification of resource requirements for network systems of high complexity. Requires bachelor's degree in computer science, electronic engineering, or related field, and 5 years of experience in engineering, including designing and establishing mobile certification processes, including at least one of the following: 3GPP, Wi-Fi Alliance, or major U.S. carrier operators practices. 3 years of experience in networking design, architecture, protocols, and debugging, including at least 3 of the following: 3GPP, QXDM, XCal, Wireshark, or Automate.
Oh, for the love of Pete, this is a 90-second spot.
The following 3.
Sorry.
It's okay.
God dang it.
RB,
I don't
carrier certification, quality assurance, or mobile feature test. 2 years of project management experience, including in mobile certification. Hybrid in-office and remote work arrangement is available. Salaries depend on geography, experience, and education. Negotiations begin at $161,158 per year. Apply online at www.charter.com. Reference code 2025-61138. Again, Charter Communications, Inc. in Englewood, Colorado, seeks Principal Engineer 1 to assist in the planning, forecasting, implementation, and identification of resource requirements for network systems of high complexity. Qualified applicants, please apply online at www.charter.com. Reference code 2025-61138.
What do multi-million-dollar verdicts mean to you in personal injury? Well, they don't mean anything to you because your case stands alone. So what you need is someone who will look at your case and talk to you about your case up front. And you know what? They will do that at Fuller. John Fuller will talk to you personally. You ask them to talk to John. John Fuller will talk to you, the lead attorney. If you decide it's a good fit, he works on a percentage fee basis, and you get direct communication with a cell phone that you can call or text at any time. So call for your free consultation, 303-597-4500, 303-597-4500. You know, you've heard a lot of people becoming landlords in remote locations, meaning around the country. How do they do it? They're doing it through Vestera Turnkey. Vestera Turnkey is a very simple proposition. They're a research firm that finds the best markets to buy rentals. They help you acquire the rental, manage the rental. They even take your phone calls on the rental, and then ultimately help you sell the rental for tremendous returns. And they want you to check them out. Vestera Turnkey. That's Vestera, Vesterra, 303-888-3788, 888-3788.
Thank you. For the weekend this week? And because of that long-ass thing, you only got 2.5. You
That's okay. I don't need to go anywhere. Right. Thanks.
Yeah. Not to complain about somebody that actually wants to spend money on the station and run a 90-second commercial, but threw me off.
We have a tournament in Vegas this year, beginning of the year.
Hockey.
Yeah, February.
We've been there where there's been a bunch of hockey kids, man.
Well, there's always stuff going on there between car shows or
Yeah.
bowling competition. I mean, anything you
Anything.
need, you know, it's a mecca for
Everything.
any weekend you're there. I'm sure there's 18 different, you know.
NASCAR's the worst.
Oh, I'm sure that's bad too.
You mean F1?
Our friend did a
F1, yeah.
Our friend did a powerlifting thing there last year, and that was a thing. And then she did one this year in Atlanta, and she actually won. She's going to Worlds. She's going to Korea.
The 21st, huh?
In November, which is crazy. She got third place.
just realized
in,
everything I typed on
That's cool.
Yeah, at nationals. So now she's going to Worlds, which is crazy.
Oh, well. I've done dumber stuff, trust me.
F1 goes right to the town.
Yeah.
They're setting up for it right now.
We have quite the phantom
It's just
tomb,
crazy.
if you will.
You remember when Denver had that one in, was it the 90s when we had the...
They had it for years.
Downtown?
Yeah.
You know what?
Right.
They sure did. That was F1.
I drove that for 8 hours. They hired
Be there
3 of
on
us
your butthole.
because they were scared that people were going to go in on the track, and we had to drive the thing for 8 hours in a police car to keep people off.
Really?
That's
you got
wild.
so tired of driving that racetrack.
8 hours straight?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, there was 3 of us. We'd take a break for potty and lunch, but yeah.
Wow.
Good morning,
No one ever went on the
Troubleshooter
track.
Show. Did you
which
want to talk
was,
to
you know,
Tom and the gang?
City streets and
Right.
stuff.
Yep.
But that was a...
Yes, it is. Yeah.
That guy thought he could make a lot of money, and at the end
Oh, that
of the
was...
day,
That really...
Well, I'm not,
I don't
I'm
think
not
he did.
directly Tom. I mean,
It's
let
too
me
hard to
start
do inside the
being
middle of the
honest.
city.
Okay.
It has never had it.
Yeah, I think that's why they don't want like the Olympics here and stuff too.
Yeah, what you got?
Because of like the infrastructure
Yeah.
and like the stress it puts on everything else, and you know,
Oh.
it's crazy.
Well, can I have you
Let
talk
me
to
tell you,
Tom
we
about that?
drove that thing as fast as we could get those, those police cars.
You can?
90 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's what's
You're
probably
very
it.
kind. Don't run off. Oh.
Okay? Thanks so much. Hang on.
Oh, I'll be darned. Would you mind telling Tom the secret to that? You're very kind. Hang on to talk to Kelly.
Okay, Janet, you good with that?
I'd forgot about that.
You want a water, man?
Sure.
Farm.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. All right, let's talk to Kyle about the neighbor and the dogs. And one thing I do want to say is this is something that has happened for years and years and years, and there's really nothing to do about noisy dogs, man. People have been crying about this. Sometimes HOAs do something. I don't know if that's what they're even calling about noise, but local ordinances, if they're confined in a yard, they're usually untouchable by law enforcement or by animal control. What's going on, Kyle? What's the story?
Okay, Tom. So, about a few weeks back, we were outside my parents' house. Dogs came outside. My daughter let them out. An older gentleman was walking his dog. The dog got excited, barked, started running towards them. I got control of one, but our beagle also has a bark call. So as soon as he barked, he got zapped. They didn't leave the property, but the gentleman got startled, tripped over his dog, and fell over on his hands and knees. And now we're getting a letter from a personal injury attorney claiming he got a head injury. But at the time when he was walking we see him walking his dog's about, 100 pounds. And we have a beagle and a little
Okay,
Pomeranian mix.
so Kyle, paint this picture for me. We might want to get John Fuller on, but paint this picture for me. It all started with this guy walking his dog?
Yes, he was walking his dog in front of our house. Our dogs were outside on the driveway.
Okay, so he's walking past your house, and what happened?
And as he's technically not in front of our house at the time, he's past our house in front of our neighbor's house a little bit. And as the dogs start barking and running, we got control of the dogs pretty quick before they could leave our property. They never reached it, but he got startled, turned around, pulled on his dog, and tripped over his dog.
Got it.
hands
So
and
what
knees.
he is saying is your barking dogs caused his dog to panic, which caused him to trip.
Oh, his dog never panicked. His dog was completely calm. It seemed like he panicked, pulled on the dog. The dog seemed interested to say, hey, these dogs want to say hi. And he's claiming that aggressive dogs attacked him, and now he's claiming a head injury.
Wait, is he actually claiming your dogs attacked him?
They're claiming our dog attacked him and his dog.
Do they offer any evidence at all, like witnesses?
All we've gotten is a letter from a personal injury attorney wanting my father's home insurance information.
We need to get John Fuller on to talk about this. Can you hold on while we try to get our attorney on? We might have to call you back even, but I think it would be worth it because this could go either way. I mean, did you see the guy fall?
Yeah, me, my mother, and my father, we're all outside. We all saw him fall. But here's also the other thing: we see him all the time in the neighborhood. He always wears a helmet when he walks his dog.
What do you mean? Like he's slow?
He's older, but I guess from what a neighbor said is like this past winter he slipped and his dog pulled him about 100 yards on the pavement on the ice.
But the man did actually fall, and the man did actually fall and hit his head.
No, he never hit his head. He landed on his hands and knees. He got up and he didn't even say anything about himself. He was more worried about his dog's torn ACL.
Okay, are they asking for an amount?
Nothing like that. The letter just states that we would like your homeowner insurance information, that nothing will happen to your dog.
I wouldn't give him any information, but I like your idea. Let's get Fuller on.
Yeah. Hold on a second. We're going to get Fuller on to talk about this. He's our personal injury expert.
You know, what does your gut say, Tom? You get a letter from a neighbor saying, hey, give me your homeowner's info. I'd tell him, hey, pound sand.
I think I might ignore it, or I might say, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, the guy was walking and he was past his house. Kyle's dogs were barking. There's nothing aggressive about dogs barking. Was there a fence on your property, Kyle, or did your dogs have free rein to go after him?
He tried to. I got control of one.
No, I'm not talking about control. I'm talking about that man's perception. Was his perception that those dogs could have gotten him? There was nothing holding them back.
Oh, there was. So basically, he wouldn't have been able to tell if they were wearing collars. But yeah, basically, he couldn't tell if there was anything holding them back.
So for him, it looked like two loose dogs coming after him.
Yes.
Okay.
But they never breached your property, right?
No, they never made it past the property.
This is an interesting question. Does that constitute a threat or a legitimate problem that caused this man to panic and fall?
Not on your property. I mean, that's crazy, Tom. That's what a dog should be doing.
And when he did fall, Kyle, was it literally on your property or off your property?
It was on the sidewalk past our property line.
I don't get that. That is so weird. So he is saying, like for example, then proximity has nothing to do with it. What if your house was across the street and your dogs barked and the man looked and fell? I mean, does that make you liable because the man looked at who was barking? I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. So you hold on. We definitely have to get someone on this, but I have to take a break right now. This is an incredible story. 303-713-8255. By the way, renewhomeinnovations.com. The most beautiful bathrooms with porcelain walls. They can do your whole bathroom. They can do a walk-in shower, and they do them custom in 2 or 3 days with 1 year to pay. No interest. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000.
All right.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown tomorrow morning at 6:30 KHOW Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
From the Superstar Car Wash Traffic Center.
Hey, we're still in good shape out here. Not much to contend with. Pena's running a little heavy coming out of the airport from Tower and eventually heading back on to I-70. It looks like I-70 is basically about a 10-minute commute from Pena West all the way back to I-25. 270 is about 7 minutes out of Commerce City. I-25 up north looks good coming into the city, and I-25 between downtown and the Tech Center is right at about 10 minutes. No major difficulties so far with traffic. I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
What if I can guarantee the price of Bitcoin will be $1 million in 2030? Well, I can't, but I can guarantee you'll save a lot of money on blinds at my company, Blindster.com. Free samples, free shipping, and guaranteed to fit. Shop at Blindster.com today.
You know, this is a privilege to announce that Integra Insurance is helping me with my insurance because they are professionals, licensed, and it doesn't cost me a dime. If it's open enrollment, the time of year to make changes in your insurance, your Medicare supplement, your Medicare Advantage, or regular insurance, don't assume things will renew as they were. There's going to be major changes in coverages and premiums are going up much. So you need to find a company like Integra. You need to find Integra to go through the thousands of choices and find the right one for you. And there is no charge to you. And you don't save going direct. You'd be crazy not to use these professionals. Integra, INTEGRA, IntegraInsurance.com, 303-466-5500. Hey, theartofgranite.com is part of an exclusive club, the Guaranteed Lowest Price Club at the Troubleshooter Show. Yeah, you're not going to find the same quality. You're not going to find the same quality or time or price or value than you will at the Art of Granite. They will come out and install your countertops and tear out and haul away the old ones free of charge. The installation you pay for, you don't pay any markup on the countertop materials. They are all wholesale, and they want you to put them to the test. If you want the guaranteed best value in countertops, comparing apples with apples, you can go to theartofgranite.com, 303-386-5919. Any countertop material, 303-386-5919, theartofgranite.com.
Hey, everybody, Benjamin Albright, and you guys.
Sorry.
That's all right. No, don't worry about it, man. I went over. I went too far over. I just went crazy.
I wasn't even watching the time. I just heard you.
I just went too far.
I heard the inflection that time. Damn it.
The fence, and our dog went up, sniffed at him, didn't bite him hard or anything, but scared the shit out of him. Parents called the police, took him over. They're like, well, what do you expect? Your kid's got to go in through the front door or something. You can't just be hopping the fence. That's insane. So then, 3 years later, guess who did the exact same thing again? And whose parents called the police again.
Really?
And the police answered the exact same way. Canadian Evan.
You're not talking about the DoorDash woman filming the guy naked? No? Okay. You didn't see that one?
And guys, the maintenance contracts and all that, getting out of the timeshare, I could sell my timeshare if I own one to Nick. That doesn't mean if Nick doesn't pay, the timeshare company's not going to come after me.
That's right.
They'd have to release me from everything.
Honest to God, that's right. And they don't, Mark. They don't do it.
What's that, Tom?
They don't let you out of the original obligation, even if you sell.
That's what I mean. So, I mean, people saying, hey, you can sell them whatever. Well, yeah, but if whoever you sell it to doesn't pay the obligation, they can still come after you.
Yep, it's called recourse.
I could sell my house, I guess, right? I could quit claim my house to Scott, and he'd own my house. And if he doesn't make mortgage payments, I guarantee the bank's going to come after me because they're not going to release me.
I'm thinking maybe the best way out is a ritual killing in the living room, and then they have to get rid of the property.
And this deal with the dog, I mean, it's his property. I can't imagine if the guy isn't bullshitting about what happened. His dogs are barking on his property. The other guy is not on his property. The dogs don't leave his property, and the guy falls, and how would it be the damn dog's fault?
You gotta blame somebody.
So that means if I have a horn, an air horn, I wonder how that would work. There's someone jogging in front of my house, and I have an air horn.
Where this is going?
And I hit the air horn.
And they trip and
they fall off their bike. and crack their head open. Is this my fault? I don't think so.
What if you live on a golf course and you do it during people's backswings?
You know, fun. I wanted to buy that. Those horns for your car that are like super duper.
Those are the train air horns.
Yeah, you don't hit those. People
I've seen
fall.
videos on those that are so funny.
Yeah, they do.
They'll have them like in a little Toyota, like you
like-
would never think this sound comes out of
I
it.
like when trucks were rolling coal on the No Kings rally.
I love that.
Oh, that
I
makes me
like when
feel
they just roll coal on anything.
anything. I mean, not a children's hospital fundraiser, but other than that,
They sell these like coffee
Mhm.
mugs now that like because you're not allowed to air horns like in hockey stuff because they don't want you to have stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now they make it where it's like hidden in there and you can like blow it. It makes this crazy noise, but it looks like a
No one can see it.
really? So you can do it real quick.
That's funny. I didn't know they had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you go to a soccer game and you can't even. Everyone has a horn.
Outside, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little bit different. Yeah. We were playing a game last weekend, and there was another game going on right next to it, but it wasn't a game. Sorry, there was a practice, and the coach over here didn't realize the game was going. He kept blowing the whistle, and our kids kept stopping in the middle.
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, keep going." And so finally, I had to go over there. I'm like, "Hey, you gotta stop blowing the whistle. It's messy." He's like, "Oh, I didn't even realize." It was the weirdest thing because they had blown it 3 or 4 times, and the kids got confused, and it wasn't for that game.
Suzanne carries an air horn
She does.
Yep.
So when she walks or runs.
for bears, yeah.
Hi, Tom Martino here with Marc Mager. We're talking about all kinds of stuff, including, of course, this timeshare thing. Jane, you have a comment on timeshares. Go ahead. What is your time? We're going to go to John Fuller right after that. What is your comment on timeshares?
Well, I had a timeshare with Marriott in Vail, okay?
Yeah.
And I had it for 20 years, and I enjoyed it, but it kept going up in price.
Right.
And even when I traded it for Marriott to Hawaii, I had to pay extra. And so I posted it on Craigslist and gave it away.
Okay, I just want to tell you something. Thank you very
Well,
much
I
for
didn't
calling,
have
Jane.
to-
Thank you for calling. Even if you give a timeshare away or you sell it, the developer holds you to original recourse, meaning if anything goes wrong down the line, they can come back to you. They never release you from liability unless you go through a law firm and get it specifically mentioned. You still have recourse to the original agreement. So if anything ever goes south, don't be surprised if they come after you, even though you gave it away. John Fuller, this is a really odd case, and I'd like you to weigh in on it. So Kyle's dogs are out in the yard. They have collars on them to keep them in the yard. Another guy was walking his dog past the property. When he got past the property, Kyle's dogs started barking more, and Kyle got control of the dogs, he said. But the neighbor was tripped by his own dog's leash and fell. And now a personal injury attorney is making inquiries into Kyle's homeowners. He's saying that the dogs startled this man's dog and it caused this man to fall.
Okay.
What do you think of that? I mean, should he just give his homeowners information?
Well, he has no choice. I mean, here's the thing that you have to keep in mind. When you have insurance, that policy of insurance requires that you put them on notice as soon as you're aware of a potential claim being made. And then they have the right and the duty to defend you in that matter, which means they have the ability and sometimes the resources to get involved early on in a case to kind of preserve evidence and take the steps that they'll need to be able to properly defend you. So it's a no-brainer from this gentleman's perspective. Call your insurance company right away, turn it over, and stop worrying about it. What is not smart of your caller to do is to attempt to negotiate, to attempt to argue about it, to attempt to contact and directly work something out, and certainly not to offer money or anything to, make the whole thing go away. None of those approaches are the right thing to do. simply take advantage of the insurance that you've already bought and paid for and call them and let them get on top of it and work things out.
And should he give the information to the opposing attorney?
He's saying he had. If I heard you right, John, this guy has a duty when he got that homeowner's insurance to tell them.
Absolutely. Listen,
But
your insurance
Kyle,
company is not
according
gonna
to
pay
Kyle,
it
he didn't
unless
even
they
know
think
there
it's
was going to
viable
be a claim. Kyle, isn't that what you're saying? You didn't even expect there would be a claim. You didn't know anything happened.
No, because he fell on his hands and knees, but he's claiming a head injury, and he never hit his head.
So
When
listen,
he got up.
here's the thing. What are you going to do? Call him out to a parking lot and get in a fight with him or something? I mean, the reality is that the process is going to play itself out. And if the guy is making claims that are just baseless, and he may be, and I'll assume that he is, then the process will ferret that out. There'll be no medical records to support that. There'll be a lack of any sort of documentary evidence to support that. And I can promise you that the insurance company will not just throw money at baseless claims. Good Lord, I'd be rich and famous by now if that were the case. But they certainly hold me to the burden of proof on all of my cases, and they will for this person as well.
Okay.
And so,
on the merits of this, if we take Kyle at his word, his dogs never left his property.
Yeah.
They have the invisible fence collars on, and they ran up to the edge of the property. The other guy was already past his property in front of the neighbors on the sidewalk, and he gets startled because those dogs ran up, and he ends up tripping over his own dog. I mean, do you see in any way how that is Kyle's fault?
well, I can tell you, it's not a dog bite, so the dog bite statute doesn't apply. So the only thing I could see that would remotely come into play would be a traditional premises liability case where Kyle's dogs were a known dangerous condition, which I don't think they necessarily were. And so the burden of proof for this gentleman's attorney is going to be really high. So let the insurance company do what they do and call and get your version of the events, take photographs, do everything you can to show, that you've got the better hand on the facts here, and sit back and let them do their thing. There's not going to be a penalty, to you for a claim that has no merit being made against you. It's not like in a car accident where, you had some responsibility for playing a part in the accident. But on homeowners, I think the better course of action is to let them know, give them all the tools that they're going to need to be able to rebuff this claim. And when they hold this other attorney to the burden of proof, you're going to find that likely that claim will go away, and it will result in no money being paid, or nothing off of your back pocket at all.
Hey, what, for clarification, John, what is the dog bite statute you were talking about?
Well, this is not.
Well, there's a specific dog bite statute. Sorry, go ahead, sir.
No, I was just saying this is not a dog bite at all.
No, but he said that like it had its own rules.
I said this is not something that would fall under the dog bite statute. There is a specific statute dealing for when dogs actually bite other people, and it really is a terrible law in Colorado. It requires that there's serious bodily injury before you can actually collect anything beyond actual medical bills and stuff. So that would not come into play in this particular case because there was no bite. So the only thing this gentleman would be able to claim would be that it was a known dangerous condition and they failed to protect against that condition under basically a premises liability type theory. It's not really a straight negligence. It would fall under the premises case, in my opinion.
I mean, under the reasoning of this guy, let's say neighbors across the street, their dogs barked, and it caused him to look, he was startled and fell. Could he go after those neighbors across the street?
Tom, I don't think that there's a jury in this state that would award money for you being startled by some other person's dogs barking as you walked in front of their property.
Okay.
I don't see that happening.
Okay.
So I don't know what the guy's gonna claim, but hey, you can bring a lawsuit for anything you want.
Right.
But the best, the the best thing to do is to put up a strong defense. And when that particular attorney contacts the insurance company, they're going to be told in no uncertain terms that we're not going down this road on this claim. It's meritless. Your claims are full of it, and go away.
Thank you, John Fuller, our auto accident expert and personal injury expert. And he's at 303-597-4500. He'll talk to you about your accident or claim up front with no obligation, but he'll talk to you personally with no obligation. If you do hire him, you still get his cell phone that you can call or text at any time, 303-597-4500.
Very nice.
Thank you for picking up on
traffic.
Hey, we're still in good shape.
Well, you never know. See, all these kids nowadays with their damn upspeak. I don't know when they're done talking.
I know that
Heading back
upspeak is
onto
weird.
I-70.
You know.
That and the mispronunciation of mountain.
Mountain.
Brighton? What's
Mountain.
Going, what? They
I went to the
swallow that
mountains. I went to the
No, and I
mountains.
drove through Brighton.
And we hung
So far
out.
with traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
Sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
You know, you're in good hands with Vestera Turnkey. When you want to be a landlord, they can help you become a landlord without the conventional risks and hassles. What they do is they hold your hand. And in fact, we're going to have another seminar November 15th. And that's in a little less than a month from now on Saturday if you want to come over. But give them a call for information as well. VesteraTurnkey.com is there to help you become a landlord, buy the right property, manage it the proper way, and sell it at the right time. 303-888-3788.
Monument?
No, not that far. No.
Tom, you got all of that
Bowls
one.
and
You hear
470
that?
out there.
The Edge.
I don't need
that.
it.
Yeah, we just played.
I'm just being silly. I'm almost
says
done.
nice
God, I did capless yesterday.
Really?
Holy
One of the
crap,
coolest
that's a
Zambonis
haul.
there. They have like one of these like digital Zambonis that
I didn't know there were
Likes
two
the-
sixes on the clock,
it did seem
Tom.
very slow for us. We were falling down. All our kids thought it was too soft.
Thank you.
He says they keep it at the family sport. I said, of course they do. The Avalanche practice there.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
good
used
if
to
you
6
could ice.
a.m. I'm not used to 6
Salsa bourbon's
p.m.
pretty good too.
Yeah, he liked that.
It throws me off.
Yeah. So the monument rinks. We noticed we played a tournament there a couple weekends ago, and it was still pretty warm out. And when you play on their west rink, and that sun is like 3-4 o'clock, that rink gets really kind of soft as well because it just heats up because of the sun. It's crazy how that stuff affects everything.
I started him when he was a kid, but there's about a 30-year gap because when he was a kid, he said, "Dad, please, I don't want to get up at 4:30 in the morning to go play hockey anymore." I said, "Thanks, son, because I don't want to."
I don't want to either.
Drive you there and dress you.
Between that and the money,
Yeah.
Nick, I don't want to be too personal, but can you hear me?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
You got some awesome ink.
Thanks.
You have a window on your body anywhere? I mean, come on, you were raised in the industry. Do you have
No.
any sort of, no?
No, just zombies. And
Just an entry door.
That'll even, oh my God. Do you remember the movie Murder by Death? Oh, really? Peter Sellers and on and on. Great cast. They were looking over a corpse to see how the person died. I think I found a bullet hole. No. Cute line. But okay, just wondered if you were, honoring the.
You ever seen Dead Alive?
No. Oh, that sounds a little too scary.
Peter Jackson's first movie.
Really?
A New Zealand movie, goriest scene of all time. Well, it used to be.
Oh, really?
Way back, it's a lawnmower scene at the very end. But yeah, Peter
my
Jackson's first movie. From
Yep,
and then he came and did.
I'm a raging wuss, man. I can barely do mild taco sauce. I certainly can't do people exploding and stuff.
Hell, these doctor shows anymore. The gut, they pull guts right out of them.
We were watching this superhero series, the Boys, gory.
Oh,
Crazy gory.
that show, and it's a great show because
it's hilarious.
But I hated in the first season the octopus scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What's
come
it called?
on.
The Boys.
Yeah, Boys.
It is
You basically have a
awful.
Superman character, like the main guy who's unkillable.
And then, of course, the start of the second season, the one guy expands inside some guy's dick.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep, because he's tiny.
Ant-Man expands inside
That
some
sounds
dude.
horrible.
Oh, it's
awful.
It is hilarious.
It's kind of funny though.
It's good though.
Yeah, well, if Superman were a complete asshole, is what it is.
Yeah, it's probably a pretty good thing. Yeah, there's like 7 of them that are supposedly like the.
But they're good guys.
No,
no,
they're kind of asses.
That's
They're-
the thing. Is
they're
it starts off that
superheroes.
they're superheroes, and they have this persona.
But they are fucking awful people.
They're awful.
But do they like murder people and
Yeah.
stuff?
Oh yeah.
Well, behind the scenes, but so to the public, everything's a show.
I love it.
Oh,
everything
my
you
God,
guys just
it'll
said, I
mess
love.
you up. You get
What is the name of it?
I love it.
The Boys.
The Boys.
Oh yeah, I've watched The Boys. Holy shit, that is
Oh, my
crazy
God,
shit.
No kidding.
B-O-Y-Z?
I think so. Yeah.
No, it's BOIS.
Is it BOS?
Yeah.
Hey, by
Is
the
it
way,
on
there was just
Amazon?
another
I've
shooting
watched
in
the
a
whole
high
thing. Do they have a new season out?
The newest one is coming out soon, I think, and I think
Yeah.
it's going to be the last one I heard.
I've seen ads for it. Third season.
It says when superheroes who are as popular as celebrities, as influential as politicians, and as revered as gods.
Yeah, but they're evil. All right, coming back.
Start listening.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-8255. Kevin, what's going on with you, Kevin? How can we help you? Kevin.
Yeah, actually, it's not. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I got a call. All right. I got a call yesterday from my parents saying that there's a message left on their voicemail that Denver City and County is looking for me. I don't live at their house, but so I called the number, and the number seemed legit. It said, this is Denver City and County office. And I left a message saying, I received this message. I got a call back immediately, and the guy said that he's with Denver City and County, and I was supposed to be at a grand jury, and if I don't come in immediately, there's going to be a warrant out for my arrest because I was supposed to be at grand jury yesterday at 8
Now, why did you not just look up the number? Why didn't you just look up the number instead of using the one your parents got?
I don't know. I just figured I just figured that number was
Well,
good.
they
It was a
don't do
number.
it like that, so it's a fraud. Ignore it.
No, totally, it was. But he kept me on the line, tried to get me to. No, this is definitely a fraud, and I'm just wondering if there's anything you can do to track these people down, because he tried to get me to pay the. He said that I told him I never received that. He said you signed for it, that you received that on August 8th, and you were supposed to be.
But he could make it go away for a gift card, right?
No, He said, no, I have to come in, and he gave me the address of the city and county building, 490 West Colfax. And then he said, I need to come in, and if I can prove that it wasn't my signature, then they'll reschedule me for another.
So he wasn't. Wait a minute. I'm confused. He wasn't trying to get money from you.
No, well, this is at first he wasn't, and then he said, well. When you come in, you're going to have to. The judge wants you need to have a bond because.
But get to the point. How did he want you to pay him?
He wanted me to. He told me that the bond is going to be $16,000.
How did he want you to pay him?
He told me that I need to go to a kiosk, show my ID. And
hold on. All right, hold on. I want to hear the ending of this. That's the part we should have led with.
Hi.
All right, I'm hitting the 3rd floor.
Tom, here's a joke for you.
Of course.
No, never. You know what? I forget the. punchline. You're walking around the house naked, you run into the wall, you'd break your nose.
Wanted him to be part of the grand jury.
That's the old.
Still, I've
His
never
parents
heard
got a
of it.
message that Denver is looking for him.
That's just odd. I don't know how a grand jury notifies you.
Nobody
I've never been
does.
notified. No.
Yeah.
I've never been notified for grand jury, for normal jury.
Yeah, right.
Now what? Why are you this way?
But I agree with Tom. Why did you call that number? Look up the number.
Yeah, but have you ever tried to look up numbers for Denver County courts and all that?
That'd be good for like
It's,
Jefferson
you have to
Creek.
kind of know where you're going.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you could
You
type
dial
in the
311 and see what they tell you.
search. Okay.
Last night
I think
was
it's
the first
311.
night of the electric blanket.
Used to be 311.
Oh,
Might be 411. No, 311. 411 is information, right?
Yeah.
God damn, was that cozy. All we had to do, yes, there was a freeze warning. But my big ass solar charger battery thing and an electric blanket and there was no.
What's a big ass solar battery?
Hopefully.
You live in a van, so I guess you do need skeptical.
Oh, it's time to eat.
There you go.
Yeah. Took my shot today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you're doing yours on Mondays now.
Yeah, because I
You
sometimes
just can't do Sundays, huh?
I just forget. I don't know why, but maybe because it's just kind of a lazy day and I'm not.
I do mine on Tuesdays, which is I've always
That is a hell of a thing. They had
because I take a shower to come here and I figure, well, I'm clean, so it's a good day to do it.
Yeah.
had a good plan.
Have you chicken fingers today or whatever it was?
No, the normal turkey and cheese.
Oh, okay.
I decided I didn't like the chicken fingers anymore.
And you enjoy doing the least that you can ever do. That's kind of your thing.
Something happened and the times that I recall doing the most
Oh, now Dragon's gonna start playing his sounds.
has affected me forever. Now,
I believe it.
It is dragon time.
Yeah, he's in there.
he has failed thousands of times.
Right, yeah.
I was willing to do it.
Everything.
I failed 2 or 3
Like
times.
you sent me a
Right?
picture of yours, I could tell. Yeah, that's
Done
it.
crime.
Yeah.
Done-
Go for
done-
depending on how old it is.
Who's talking? Oh. I'm like, who the fuck's that? I will check out the boys though. This is up my alley.
Savvy likes it. She said it's a great show.
It sounds great, like kind of evil superheroes or just assholes.
Yeah.
Put Bart on some miracle medicine to help him in school.
I can't believe that flew under the radar. I usually don't like that superhero stuff. That's why.
Isn't that the one with Bradley Cooper?
That's a very good one. And then the Black Widow chick.
This guy's very interesting, though. $16,000 bond. How was he supposed to pay?
He hasn't answered that question.
Because that is the detention center.
Is it that 490?
Yeah, it's the Denver Justice Center.
Okay.
Oh, but he's saying he called. He didn't look up the phone number. He called whatever number was left.
Somebody rolling? Good. Here we go.
Well, I'd like to know how someone's going to cough up 16 grand.
Well, but this guy's got to go. You can't just go down there and pay 16 grand. This guy's got to get something for it somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He's going to do the bail bond for 10% or something.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah.
And then the one question we never asked him, Thomas, was he supposed to be at a grand jury?
Mm-hmm.
I think you would know that. Right?
You would sure think so. I got to ask the guy now.
Bitcoins at
Oh.
Hey, Kevin, were you supposed to be at a grand jury or no? Yeah, okay, that's it. All right, hold on, man. Yeah, he's like, no, not that I know of. I think you would know if you're supposed to appear at the grand jury.
If he knew of it, he would have been there and not be. Of course he didn't know it, yeah.
If you had to guess what year you think that record would be, that Master of Puppets?
You mean price-wise?
No, just like what year do you think? Like, was it like?
Oh, okay. I'd say I can probably get close. Actually,
it started in that album came out in '86.
Yeah, I don't know how old this one is because the guy that gave it to me, I don't know. Let me ask Suzanne if she'd take a picture of it.
Because they had 37 of them come out in '86, 4 different versions in '87, 17 of them in '89, 6.
They'll join me at 4.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. What is going on in your life? I'm at Casa Studio. Mark back at the ranch with his guests, and we have Nick Gravina. Tell me about Nicky.
Well, I'll tell you a lot about Nick. The guy knows more about windows and siding and doors. In fact, they actually did. I don't know if I ever told you this. They came out and did a beautiful new sliding door for us in our kitchen leading out to our patio.
Yeah, I saw that door. And
I'm going to tell you something they did. And Nick, be honest, was this just because you like me? But our dog ran into our screen door. Actually, it wasn't even our dog. Suzanne basically brought home a stray dog, okay, Tom? No kidding. Put it in our backyard while we were going to list it on Facebook. And the dog ran into our screen door and just put a little tear into the screen door. And it was damn well almost brand new, like a month old. They came out and repaired the screen. That guy was really cool, too.
Yep.
He just came out and on the spot replaced the whole thing. Is that part of the normal warranty, or how does that work? I have no idea.
I mean, not really. I mean, I kind of judge things. Like, if people are nice about stuff, like, hey, this is what happened, hey, I appreciate that. If you want to call and yell at me and claim some wild stuff, then,
That screen just ripped.
Yeah, it just happened, I mean, so that's how I judge a lot of stuff. When people are nice, I'll do a lot of stuff for them.
Yeah, a lot of extra stuff. That's the way a lot of business operates. They just want to be treated well. And anyway, I used to put out what I called a customer behavioral guide. This was years ago on how to complain the proper way. Sometimes people complain about so much that the business person doesn't know what they're complaining about specifically and what the real problem is. And it's very important not to come out with the big guns right off the bat. Just, if this doesn't get taken care of, I'm calling my attorney. I mean, we've had people who approach initially problems like that. It just doesn't work. And
the hardest
and a lot of
ones,
times people don't know how to tell a story. I swear to God. I mean, they just don't know how to tell a story.
But I think people are programmed to yell and scream to get their way from the get-go anymore. And that's the thing is I try to tell people, hey, calm down. Just tell me what's going on. I know you're upset, but this is just windows and doors sometimes.
Right.
And we're here to help you. But if you're going to drop bombs on me and curse words and call everybody stuff, it's not going to help anybody.
In my retail days or my Goodyear days, a frustrating point would be when someone's upset, and let's say one of your guys did screw up, whatever it is, but then they don't tell you what they want.
Right.
They're bitching, and you acknowledge that, yeah, we screwed up, whatever it is, but they don't say what they want, and it's just like, well, yeah, give me something here. Help me help you. What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes, of course, businesses have to have the skill to drill down to what someone wants or maybe diffuse the situation. But because there are very few customers that are impossible. And the impossible ones, I've always contended, you can almost tell that at the very beginning. And I think with a business, as important as closing leads is, there should also be red flags where you literally turn down business from
Jay Brett's.
There are certain, in a certain way, he'll evaluate whether he can please someone. If he doesn't think he can please someone and they're crazy from the get-go, he might say, we're too busy or we're not going to be able to do this job. Nick, do you ever find yourself ever turning down a job?
Well, yeah, we talk about it in our meetings sometimes. Sometimes it's just not a good fit. I mean, we can just tell sometimes, like you said, there's a red flag. Some people just, have expectations or there's just certain things you feel sometimes. It's a gut feeling like this is not going to go well.
Jay told me one time, he's a roofer, Excel Roofing. He goes, we went out to do an estimate and his sales guy called him. And the homeowner's first question or first statement was, hey, I had this roof done 10 years ago by another company, and after they were done, I found a nail in my grass.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's impossible not to do.
Right.
So, and Jay basically just said, let's just not work with them. It was a big hailstorm, so they had plenty of work. But I get it, man. I mean, there's that little thing right there.
Well, I tell people all the time, too, if you have another company coming in and say, hey, you're not going to have a little bit of touch-up paint or a little bit of dust somewhere, then you're not talking to the right guy because we're cutting holes in your house.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Dust will settle. We try not to have those issues, but I'm not going to overpromise that everything's going to be perfect when we're done and you don't have to lift a finger.
Yeah, which would be impossible.
Yeah.
By the way, Gravina... Windows.com or 303 Gravinas. Let's 303 Gravinas, their number when Nick isn't here. I want to go back to this. Kevin got a message that Denver was looking for him, and he called the number his mom had, and the guy sounded official, but basically threatened him with arrest. And he, but I've always said fraud means nothing. Unless they want money, and normally they or information. They're either fishing for information or they want money. So, Kevin, let's get right to it. I mean, what ultimately did this guy want?
Yeah, so he said that there's going to be a $16,000 bail, and I said that's ridiculous. I never got anything. If I was supposed to be at a grand jury, I'd be there. And he said, well, we believe you, and we're looking at you don't have a record. So as long as you come in and I'm like, I'm not paying $16,000. And they're like, well, he said, okay, let me wait. And then he came back on the phone. He's like, okay, the judges agreed to reduce it to $4,000. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. So I just write a check for $4,000. And he said, no, you have to deposit it into this account. You have to go into one of the kiosks, deposit it, and then bring that slip in. And then when you sign, and if your signature doesn't match the one, then we'll give you your back. If it does match, then we're going to have to hold that.
I can't believe people actually would fall for what you're describing.
Mark,
it's so crazy.
Mark,
Hold on, let me
amazing.
go ask the judge.
So hold on. So what did you end up
I
doing?
mean, that's why I'm calling, because it scares me that I almost fell for it.
Well, were you going to put the $5,000 in the kiosk?
Yeah. Well, then I thought about it. I'm like, wait, what's the judge's name? And then he told me the judge's name, and I looked it up real quick, and I was like, this is a judge out of Arizona. And then I said, you're full of crap. And then I just hung up the phone. But I mean, I almost fell for it.
Do you
But
think
why?
if he said
Why wouldn't he say
curiosity-
come down to the courthouse to pay the money? I don't understand this kiosk. Mark, do you remember they used the kiosk once before on the show? We heard about it.
Well, the ATM are the ones that are crazy, those damn Bitcoin ATM. Curious, because he said he almost fell for it, do you think if it was $600 compared to $4,000, you would have done it?
No, I don't think I would have done it, because I going to the kiosk, I would have questioned it. But he kept me on the phone, and he said, hey, you need to come down to the courthouse now. And so then that's when I was like, okay, maybe this, like, and if you call the number's active, and
let's
when you
call it.
it sounds like it's Denver City and County. Yeah, let me
Yeah,
give
you know what? I don't.
Hold on, give it to
who's-
Kelly.
Hold on, who's on the board?
Dragon.
Okay, Dragon's not going to let us call, even though it's a fraud, and the guy will never complain to the FAA ever in a million, the FCC ever in a million years. I've called fraudsters for 50 years on the air, but apparently we can't do it when Dragon's on there. So
Wait, Shannon's on the board.
Okay.
No, it's Dragon. It's Dragon.
I love
Here's
Dragon.
what I don't understand,
No,
though.
I love
How is
Dragon.
this guy
and it's
gonna
his
get
ass.
money?
It's Dragon's ass, so I don't blame him for holding the tightrope there. Go ahead, Dragon.
Tom.
Sorry.
I appreciate that. How is this guy going to get money if he's going to a kiosk? Like, what's the guy on the phone's ultimate end?
He deposits it basically into an ATM, a kiosk, into whatever account
A certain
he gets.
account, that's
and
right.
So that guy has his
That
own account in
Right.
a kiosk somewhere where people go and just put.
And it's probably a Bitcoin
No.
ATM.
Let me explain this to Dragon. Dragon, right now you can make deposits into other people's accounts. The kiosk is only a retainer for the money, but the account is electronically credited. That's how they do it. So you can deposit into someone's account using certain kiosks if the banks allow it.
Yep.
It's really crazy. And in fact, they have Bitcoins now you can do.
Those are the worst, by far. We had that one poor old guy at the liquor store, $25,000. Yes, you can walk up to these.
He fed 20
and
grand,
deposit
25 grand into it.
25,000.
Think about that, Dragon. He
But
put
for what?
25 grand in
Nothing.
there. Well, he thought he was buying Bitcoin.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
All right, now, so this guy almost fell for putting $4 grand into this.
Well, thank God he didn't.
Okay, so I want to call that. Mark, why don't you just call it right there in the studio? We can hear your end of the conversation.
Kelly, put it up, and I will call it.
Yeah, you call on your end, and let's just hear your
Yeah.
end of the conversation. We can figure out what they're
We
saying.
heard one, the best one I have ever heard. Tom, you'll remember this. The guy was going to get his power turned off by Excel if he didn't pay a certain amount. So he gets that message. You call up the number. They literally took the entire Excel phone tree and copied it. It was 100% phony baloney, but they spent all the time to go on there just like you were calling Excel. It was unbelievable.
And at first, when we called, we thought, wait a minute, this might be real.
Yeah, I know. We were like, oh my God, this is Excel.
And it said dial
Hold
this
on,
or
let's
dial
take this
that.
break.
Yeah. Okay. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Right now, we can all use some extra cash, so why not visit David Ellis Jewelry to cash in your old useless tangled jewelry, coins, and anything else containing precious metals. He'll even buy your fine jewelry and diamonds. Hello, I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, and I recommend David Ellis Jewelry because I've known David for years. I trust him. You can too. 2640 East 3rd Avenue. That's 3rd and Clayton. 303-322-8779. 322-8779. It's open enrollment, the time to make changes in health insurance, whether it is Medicare with a supplement, Medicare Advantage, or regular health insurance on or off the exchange. This is the only time of year that you can purchase and make changes, except for very rare occasions. And I tell you, you need Integra Insurance. I wouldn't make a move without them. They are licensed professionals. They can help you both on and off the exchange. Let them go through the plethora of information and come up with the best plans for you. It's health insurance made simple and smart. Don't think things will just automatically renew. You could end up paying dramatically more. Let them save you money. 303-466-5500. 303-466-5500. Hey, Joe Lazzara is a criminal defense attorney, and it's something we never really think about. But I'm just going to tell you straight up, okay? If you're ever in trouble, don't ever try to handle it yourself. Ever. You need the services of Joseph A. Lazzara. Lazzara Legal, Lazzara, LazzaraLegal.com. He'll do free initial consultations up front always, and then a flat rate price for your entire case. 303-429-6200. That's 429-6200.
If you have
What was the thing? Like, what was it for? Like, it was gonna double his money.
Oh, I forget.
No. He was an old guy, and he was terrified.
Yeah.
Was it something to do with his grandkid? What was that ATM one not long ago? Was it his grandkid? Why did the old guy get snookered, Tom? Do you remember?
I think it was some kind of bail.
Yeah, I think
Not
for his
the
kid.
old guy.
What?
Not for the old guy.
No, not for the old guy. Well, who was the one like? I mean, it's probably been 6 months, but he put 25 fucking thousand.
Yeah.
I don't
But
remember
why did he?
He had to go to multiple different banks to
Just
do
to get
so.
the cash.
To get the cash, yeah.
But why? What did the scammers tell him? Was it like
an FBI
property
sting.
taxes?
He was supposed to help them with an FBI sting because they thought he had child porn, and to clear his name.
That's right.
he
That's
needed
right.
to
It was child
send them the
porn.
money.
And that's right. It was child porn. Now think about that. That's a little fucked up, right? If he's believing he had child porn, that right there is a little fucked up.
Yeah, because you'd be like, no.
Yeah, you would generally think you know or not.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, do you want to call or do you want me to call?
Let me see. Hold on. Put the number up. Let me dial it.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I see it. Hold on.
Oh. No, it is a city and county number. Yes.
Think so?
720. 50 in the 50.
Well, you can get.
50. Yeah, you get any number.
Oh.
Nah, it's out of service.
Wonder why.
Didn't this just happen?
Go ahead and try it, Kelly. Not on air, of course, but try it. Mine was like, it's no longer in service.
So educate me. Why is Dragon kind of like the czar of you can't get on the
Because he doesn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, ultimately
why
he's
is it
responsible.
right? Yeah, why
because he has all the he has all the controls.
Oh.
He can take us off the air.
Easily.
Yeah.
So he's the old outer limits guy. I control the horizontal.
He's got the dump button.
Yeah.
Now, one time, he made me say the fuck word. And he wasn't in there. Were you in there? No, you weren't in there.
It's because you chimed in during a commercial.
It was so horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I walked directly into Brenda's office, And I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I just said, fuck. Right in the middle of a commercial, I got to get back on air. It was the best time to tell her because I couldn't hang out. I had to go. Tom was gone, I think. And then as I'm leaving, I'm walking in, and there's Logan. He's laughing his ass off in the parking lot. He goes, wow, I heard what you did today. That was very interesting.
The other one was absolutely hilarious because we did dump what the caller said. And then Tom goes, what did he say? What did he say?
Oh,
What
God.
did he say? Then Mark goes, he said bullshit, Tom. He
Oh,
said
that
bullshit.
was so fucked up.
On the air.
I forgot about
drops
that
his
one.
headphones and walks out of the studio going, oh, yeah.
Suzanne said I turned so fucking red that day. You're right, because you bleeped the guy and Tom kept going, I didn't hear anything. What did he say?
Shit, Tom,
I
he
said bullshit. And Dragon's looking at me like, I cannot believe you just did that.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. It was.
That was crazy.
Yeah. That's why he's still here.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Marc Mager back at the studio with Nick. We have a text for Nick on Windows. And Nick, they want to know, does the triple pane make that much difference over a good double pane window?
It can. There's a lot of makeups that you can do in each glass. So, I mean, yes, you can get a great double pane, but you can also get a really good triple pane. We actually just got vacuum glass in, which I'm very, very excited about.
Can you explain what that is?
Vacuum glass, it is amazing. It's the IG itself has like almost zero space between the glass. I'm going to say like the thickness of a paper. And it's got these little pillars in it, but they suck all the dead air out of it. And so the U values of these are just, it's like space.
It's like an insulated wall.
So the insulated glass unit is actually a vacuum inside.
Yeah, so there's a port, there's a hole that you'll see, at the top, but it's crazy. It's thin. The overall thing is totally like 3/8. And again, you can barely tell there's a space between it, but they suck all the air out. They still put low E, but the U values of these are just absolutely incredible. They're using it in Europe right now.
It's better than most double or triple panes in?
It is a double pane, but it's got numbers better than triple pane. I mean, it's got better numbers than anything right now. I mean, it is absolutely
And is
crazy.
it all because of the vacuum?
Yep.
That's crazy.
How do those seals hold up for vacuums?
Well, again, it's newer, but supposedly,
Can you re-access that port or no? Once it's done,
you probably can't. So they have these pillars in there because they have to be able to support it. Otherwise, they would touch. So they have these little stints in there.
That's
weird. And you can barely see them, right? So about every 2-3 inches.
But you can see through it fine.
Yep. I mean, once you see it, you'll see it. But not really. But if it fails, all those go and they drop.
God, that sounds so cool.
And it's always tempered glass on top of it all, which is really cool. So you're kind of getting tempered, glass for free on top of it all.
Tom, you know what I like about these guys better than most window companies is they got, it's crazy. What is it? 20, 30 manufacturers, 50, 60 lines of windows. Usually when you call up one of those people on TV, it's one. They have one window to choose from.
Absolutely.
But yes, triple pane can be done very well. I try to see what the makeup of the house is. What are they really trying to accomplish? Is it keeping the heat and the cool in, keeping the heat and the cold out? How's the landscape? I mean, I take a lot of that stuff into consideration and not just, yes, it's better, on the number wise, but sometimes a double pane can be just fine too. It just, there's a lot of makeups of that.
Oh, that's cool, man. I'm telling you, I love when people know their products and they are always getting new products in, like this vacuum seal. I was just reading about it. Apparently, vacuum even works better at the high altitudes, too.
Yeah, because it's sealed. You don't have to. There's no pressure because it's reversed.
Exactly.
From what, like a bag of chip expands. This is sucked in against those pillars. So you take it up to the hills. It isn't going anywhere.
Yep. Okay. So Mark, did you call that number for the grand jury?
Yeah, it was no good. Kelly, did you try it too? Disconnected?
I did, yeah, disconnected.
It's gone. It's over.
Yeah. They were just hoping to get, so Kevin, it's a good thing you didn't fall for it. Thank you for warning us. Walter, what's going on with you, Walter? What's happening? Walter's listening to a delay, and we're going to have a problem getting him on, I think. Is he on there? Let's try it again. Walter. Calling
Walter.
all. Well,
yeah, he's listening to the longest delay ever.
Yes,
that might have been yesterday's show.
It could. Honest to goodness, it's okay. So let's just put him on hold, and then try to talk to him, Kelly, if you can get his attention, and we will talk to him. 303-713-8255. Let me go to some text messages here on French doors. Do they seal better than sliders? And can you replace a French door where there was a slider?
So, number one, I would say that a sliding door is going to seal better than a French door.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Oh, I didn't know
French
that.
doors, they slide next to each other, where a sliding door, like in Mark's, they pocket, so they're more secure. French doors, to me, are actually one of the worst security doors out there.
By French doors, I thought they meant doors that swing open, like regular doors. They swing open, but they have a center strip, right?
Yeah, there's an astracal, but you can push on those real easy.
Our dog can open the one going into our bedroom.
Right. But the sliding doors seal way better than the French doors do.
Here's the other thing too I would think about. When you came out, you showed us different kinds of sliding doors. And what I never thought of before, Tom, some has a big viewing area. In other words, the molding around the glass is nowhere as big as some of the other models. So depending on what kind of view you have out back, I mean, if you're looking at a 6-foot fence, who could care less? But if you've got a beautiful view of trees or a barn or whatever you're looking at, you probably want the most glass. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And a French door is going to really suck.
Right. French doors usually have a bigger rail. They have French rail sliding doors. We have, thin rail modern doors. So max glass, maximum viewing.
Yep.
But yes, we can convert any French door to a sliding door, and we convert sliding doors to French doors.
Okay, good.
Either way. But yes, I do think that sliding doors absolutely are more efficient and more secure than
Real
French
quick,
doors.
is there entry doors like our entry door that are all glass? Have you guys ever seen a glass entry door? Not just opens one direction like a normal front door, but made out of glass, almost like you might see in a strip mall or something.
Not really. I mean, they're starting to come out with thinner rail ones now, too. You're going to have some type of frame, just because it's a residential versus commercial.
Got it.
But even on commercial, there's usually some type of small aluminum frame. People don't want aluminum frames usually in, your main residence.
Hey, let's talk to, let's see, this one text. Can you put in, let me do this first before we go to the phone. They want to know if you can put in an auto opener for handicapped. Like, have you ever done that?
For a door or a window?
A door, where they press that with their hand, they press that, that square, and it opens the door.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Now, we have certain windows and doors that do have automations to them. They're usually more of like a remote thing, not kind of like you see going into, King Soopers or 7-Eleven. But yes, we do have some products that do have automation features. That do have to be hooked up to electrical, but yes, we do have similar stuff.
Okay, and if that won't help you, Texter, there's also some stores that do actual mobility and accessories and for disabled people. So you may have to do a combination. Sometimes you may want to buy a door somewhere but have it automated somewhere else. But you can check with Nick. He's a wealth of information at. And it's your number really spells Gravina, right? 303 Gravinas?
Yeah, call and text it. Yep, 303 Gravina.
That's pretty cool. 303 Gravina. Okay, so is Walter back? Okay, Walter, go ahead. You had a question about LifeLock.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, sir. What was your question, Walter?
Well, I've seen these ads on TV about LifeLock and HomeLock. And
Yes.
How are these scammers getting away with all this stuff?
Okay, first of all, no one steals your house, okay? What they do is it is true, it is absolutely true that someone can forge a quitclaim deed to your house that shows you sending your house to someone else. However, if you have a mortgage in your name and you are in the house, a quitclaim deed simply says the house now belongs to someone else, but it's not proof of ownership. It's not pure ownership. They cannot do a general warranty deed. They cannot do a loan. All they're doing are quitclaim deeds. Now, LifeLock or HomeLock would have you believe that there are people out there every day stealing houses, and they're not. Okay, there are people who get taken advantage of sometimes that are older that might sign their home over to somebody. We've had that happen. But as far as going to the courthouse and filing a quitclaim deed, they're absolutely right. People can do it. But the chances of them actually getting your house are nil because they have to have certain proof and evidence in addition to the quitclaim deed. They can't just file a quitclaim deed and say you gave your house to them. And also, more and one other thing they say is they'll notify you whenever something is filed against your house. That's not a bad service, but you can get
really
that.
all they do.
Yeah, you're right, Mark. That's all they do. They let you know when something's been filed against your house. But did you know that many counties are offering that now free of charge? All you have to do is give them an email address or an address, and anytime something is filed against you, they will let you know. So many counties are starting to do that free.
What's curious is I literally just typed in Grok. Has LifeLock ever saved someone from losing their house? You know what it came back and said? No. LifeLock has never saved a home from being taken because it's just a monitoring service. It can't prevent a title fraud from occurring.
See, that's what but what they make it sound like someone's going to knock at your door and say, "Leave, we've stolen your house." And
they sure do.
Look in my opinion, I wouldn't buy the service. Okay, I just wouldn't do it. There's no reason to.
Break when you can, buddy.
No one's going to take.
Other question?
It was about LifeLock. That's about your name and all of that. Look, a credit freeze will protect your identity from being used in fraud. Credit freezes. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. These services, I'm not telling you they don't do anything, but you don't need them with just normal monitoring and normal common sense. We have more coming up.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic
from the Superstar Car Wash Traffic Center.
Yeah, we had one crash coming into downtown. Really, the only problem of the morning and into the afternoon was northbound at 38. They cleared it. It backed up to about Alameda. It's a little sluggish just coming in through downtown. 270 west heading up through Vasquez, a little slow. And we're seeing some traffic to the east on I-70 around Pena. Even 225 coming south through Aurora. Got a little bit of company, maybe sluggish at times, but really no serious delays out here. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and we sell custom blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices. Our blinds are handcrafted to fit your windows, and if they don't, for any reason, we'll remake them for free. Your satisfaction is always guaranteed at Blindster.com.
You know, I hate to say this, but if you're looking for a metal building, a steel building for a garage, a riding arena, a hangar, a warehouse, whatever, if you're looking for one, I hate to say this, but most of the time you encounter scammers in the steel building industry. People who falsely claim they're part of a factory, or people saying we're selling direct from the factory. The only one that I really trust, GreatWesternBuildings.com. They have a giant factory right here in Grand Junction, employing hundreds of Coloradans. And you want to know something? They are direct from the factory to the consumer with 100% American steel guaranteed for life. You don't do better than that. Licensed in all 50 states, you can get engineering done. 303-495-5701. GreatWesternBuildings.com.
That, in a bathroom window, that would be okay.
Right. So you can.
Because
Right.
light would come in, but you really couldn't see the body.
Right.
I mean, you could, but you wouldn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to make out anything. Yeah.
I got Tom good yesterday when I called up wanting to buy
I swear to God, I did
holiday lighting.
I did not recognize. I absolutely did not recognize your voice.
Henry claims he did.
One linear foot.
One linear.
No, you said one linear square foot.
Yeah.
1 linear square foot.
Yeah,
of,
right.
That's probably what threw him off the most.
That could have been the day drinking.
And Henry was going, huh? What?
What's a linear square foot?
Right.
I would have thought that was 4 feet.
Yeah, you can
I mean,
interpret it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4
Or
feet.
it could be a cube.
Yeah.
A cube of lights.
A cube of lights.
Do they make a automatic? Do they make an insert? We have 2 sliding doors. I mean, upstairs. I was always thinking of replacing one with just a door.
A swing?
Just a normal door. But you know, you got so much space.
It's a French door.
Like build it in to
Yeah.
a single?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, anything.
Not a French door. That'd be 2 doors, right?
Yeah.
Technically a French
Just
door.
single door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's a double wide now, we can make it a single.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, yeah. Or we take singles and make them doubles
Double
or
wide,
triples
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, we do.
Can you do pocket doors?
We don't do pocket doors. That's usually interior.
Got it.
Are you talking about an exterior pocket door?
Well, no, like if for a pantry right now, if I wanted to get rid of the swing door to create more space, doing a pocket door.
We don't do interior.
Yeah, I don't even know where the hell it would go,
Where would it
actually.
What is a pocket?
Well,
Yeah, the pocket would be in the kitchen.
Right. You'd have to, yeah.
Shut the door, please, so I can go through the kitchen.
A pocket is a double. I have one in my basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if your door's just right there, yeah. Yeah, they do make pocket sliding doors.
Is Tom typing or drumming?
He's angry typing.
One finger typing?
No, that's Mark.
Someone's drumming.
It does sound like he's drumming. That's funny.
He's got a nice drum set.
Yeah. He's got a couple, I think.
That one in that room was real nice.
The nicest one he has is from a company called Alibaba. Their electric jobs.
Did you look at that Toyota
Good afternoon,
Century?
Tom Martino
That looked
Show.
like an old Crown Vic to me.
The one I sent the pictures on?
Well, the one I Googled, I don't know what you sent the pictures on.
Oh, I ran into one. They're still made till this day. This particular one had a V12. A Toyota with a V12. They only make them in Japan, though. They don't. A V12. They don't export them. I'll show it to you. I took pictures. I had the guy.
Is it a sports car?
Maybe it's a V10.
No,
it's
it's
a
like a
V10 or
limo
12.
car.
It's like a what?
It's like
It's a limo.
It's like a
for
town car.
Like a
Oh,
Chrysler
I-
300-ish.
Yeah.
royalty or high government officials.
It even had curtains in it. All OEM. This is completely OEM. Had a VCR in the back. A VCR, and the VCR actually had the original remote with it.
How old is this car?
This one's only like 2000. Yeah, I know. Doesn't that seem... It doesn't seem like that would even be a thing in 2000, but it was. A VCR was a big thing.
VHS player
Yeah.
in your car. Well, at least it wouldn't skip like a DVD player would, I guess.
I'll show you the picture of it, man. It's quite crazy.
Is it big? Is it like a?
It's a big son of a bitch.
Like an Escalade type size or suburban size?
No.
Someone said it's
a car.
I thought it looked like a Crown Vic to me.
To me, it looks like
You know.
a small Lincoln Town car. Oh, and here's the coolest part about it. You ready for this? It's got a hole. Let me show you. Okay. I didn't realize in Japan they drive on the wrong side.
Yep.
So that's on the wrong
They do?
side. Suzanne made the
Didn't that come up?
KHOW, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-8255. Jay has a follow-up with Excel. I'm not sure what this is. Working with Chopper. Are you there, Chopper?
Yes, sir, I am.
What's going on with Jay? When did this call come in?
It came in about 10 days ago. He had two houses that he was getting.
Oh, I remember. He transferred his account. He transferred his account from his ex-wife to his name and then sold the house. He moved into another one, and he was paying on two houses.
That's correct. Everything looked like a big bowl of spaghetti to me. So I reached out to Sue, who gave me she took care of it through an angel, and I think Jay can talk with the rest.
So Jay, what's going on? You were paying on the old house by mistake, and Excel says you owe $700 now. What's going on?
Jay, I guess, dropped off, but everything got taken care of. He's happy. Everything's paid up, and he's away from his ex-wife again on the bills.
Time for the dinger. And
Sue deserves half that dinger.
Okay, half the dinger. There. I did. Hey, that was good. Half the dinger. Listen.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then half to you. All right. Anyway, 303. I love playing with my dinger. What can I tell you? 303-713-8255. Jay's. He
came back.
Is he back? Jay, are you there?
I am.
What happened? What finally happened, bro?
Well, I was dealing with a gentleman by the name of John Krantz with Excel.
Yeah.
One of the higher ups. And he fixed everything, it would seem, and said, okay, it's okay to go ahead and then move the money and everything. Everything, it looks good. It's taken care of. And so I did that, and that's where we discovered a big part of the problem, which was on me. Basically, what happened is that my wife had, or ex-wife, had her account under one email. I had mine under another, which normally would be appropriate. But when I went to move the money, I have an automatic login with my computer and just log right into Excel. I clicked on that, and it took me to her account. So this whole thing was a confusion of the accounts. And that once we realized that, then it was an easy fix. The only problem is that we had to go through that, and I had to put in her email address,
right,
which I did accidentally.
Yeah.
And then the money went, showed a $900 credit again on her account.
And it went. So you got transferred. You got transferred over the money to your account as it should have been. The credit.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Thank you very much, Jay, for letting us know that. A lot of people don't let us know that things are done, and we appreciate it. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I like that. Thank you.
We have to take that away from him, Dragon.
I know. I got too much going on here. Anyway, as long as I have my dinger, I'm happy. That's what I say. Okay, so we have something about special shaped. I believe I'll have what she's having. Okay. Anyway, the special shaped fixed light, a fixed window, an octagon. Do you do special custom shapes that you can have done?
Oh yeah, anything you want.
Really?
Pretty much, yep.
Okay.
Octagons are easy.
Yeah.
We do ventilating octagons if you want.
What is that?
A ventilating octagon. So if you take a stop sign, but it'll crank out like an awning window, where the bottom would crank out if you really wanted it to.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool because, I've seen those octagon or those architectural fixed lights. They are different shapes. Some of them are a big half moon laid on the side, and
yep.
Or they look like a crescent. Others are octagons. What's the weirdest shape you've done?
Oh, like the cathedral style where it's like at the point at the top and then it kind of curves as multiple radii going down.
Oh, really?
And they coming back, yeah. We call them cathedrals, yep.
How about shower doors? Do you guys do those?
No, we don't do anything on the interior.
Nothing.
Everything is exterior.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and those fixed lights, they can come in double or triple the same as regular ones, right?
A little bit more parameters for a triple on that. So, I mean, if you have a big, half circle, that may not be made in triple depending on the size.
But you should be able to get double.
Yeah, and we've made some really big, eyebrows, half rounds, octagons, trapezoids, pentagons, name it, upside down trapezoids, whatever you want.
Okay, we got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-TALK. Dan McKenzie can do wills, trusts. He can keep you out of probate, or if you're facing probate and need help, McKenzie Law is there to help you. It's a smaller firm, direct personal attention. You can reach them at 833-CO Plans. We've had rave reviews of people who've gone to them. They make it simple. They make it smart. They make it easy. 833-CO Plans.
Now, impact traffic.
Some delays on the north end of town. I-25 northbound after East 144th Avenue. That's exit 226. We've got a crash blocking the left lane and HOV lane. Watch out for some minor stop and go throughout. For this time of day, not really disrupting things too much. I-25 southbound showing highway speeds through the metro area. I-70 east and westbound are showing intended speeds to and from DIA as well. With traffic, it's Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Big O Tires, buy 4, get more sale is going on now. For a limited time, get $60 to use towards any service, like an oil change or alignment, when you purchase a set of 4 tires. Big O Tires, buy 4, get more sale. At Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Yeah, so I had a plumbing emergency the other night. I'll explain it another time, but who did I call? Fix It 24/7, and they mean it 24/7, and they come to fix problems. They can also help you with your extreme clean, tune, and check of your furnace to make sure it's ready for the winter. A couple of hours of labor for just $39. They take your furnace apart. They clean every nook and cranny. Now, they're doing this for people who haven't had it done yet, so they can show what an extraordinary company they are. $39. FixMyHome.com. Book now. Hey, speaking of now, you can go online right now and you can find out what it will cost you to get holiday lighting, permanent lighting. Let's just call it architectural lighting, because some people are doing it just to accent their home. Others are doing it to light up the holidays. Mark and Sue's have it. They use it for game day. They use it for party days. They use it for holidays like Halloween and then Christmas. And it blends right into your architecture. They're hidden lights, they're permanent lights. ExcelRoofing.com, now doing the lights to light up your occasions and your life. That's where you get your estimate. ExcelRoofing.com.
She was a big minority woman.
He called that day too, didn't he?
No, the best one was when he was like, he told John Fuller
Yes, you have a right to be stupid. Nobody can stop you from being stupid.
What business?
Your lawyer friend seems as stupid as you are, Mark.
That's the best.
Your lawyer friend.
What was the business you were trying to go in together with him that one day? You were like, you know what, let's go. Something about a church or something. What was it?
With Drew?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
No, he wanted to, no, Mark, remember? He wanted to, hold on.
Tom started it all. He was in some Sort of lawsuit or something.
in the 30s.
Yeah.
And then the employees wanted to have sex with me at Home Depot.
Is this just general questions, or?
And I don't do that kind of thing.
And I don't do that kind of thing because I'm a biblical man. Well, what did this woman look like?
I'm a man of God.
She's a big minority woman.
She was a big minority woman, Mark. I said,
She was a big minority woman.
Deputy Bo, call up this Home Depot and try to track down the big minority woman.
She was a big minority woman.
Your attorney friend is almost as stupid as you.
Your lawyer friend seems as stupid as you are, Mark.
What was his last one? Oh, remember he got caught pissing outside the Albertsons or some grocery store. But he wasn't actually urinating. What was he doing? Does anybody remember?
He was incontinent.
Yeah.
He was incontinent.
Yeah. He couldn't.
So you were urinating? No, I was incontinent.
There's a difference.
There's a difference.
So says Drew.
But no, remember he wanted John Fuller to fly to New Jersey
Yeah.
and take the bar to sue the person that he wanted to sue.
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, the urinating outside of the store, and then they
Correct.
barred him forever.
It was it Meyer?
How about the dude? Remember the dude that he was like Drew? He was Drew-ish. He got barred from King Supers somewhere around here.
Oh, that was it's
because
Stapleton.
he was inside selling burritos.
Oh, yeah.
We kept saying, well, why would they bar you? And he wouldn't tell us. So he literally walked up to employees while he was on the air with us to prove to us that he was barred and everybody liked him. And he would put the employee on the phone and say, tell him what happened the other day to me. And all you would hear is, we have no idea who you are or why you're here.
But he had a problem with, he was prejudiced against some woman that was prejudiced against him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think he was a black guy, and the black woman was prejudiced against him.
Right. And he had every form of cancer.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he had 14 different cancers.
Yeah.
But can you imagine while you're shopping in King Supers, some homeless guy trying to sell you homemade burritos?
But he was a big MAGA guy, too, if I recall correctly.
I'm sure he probably had the full-on wardrobe.
You forgot about the dude who kept calling us from prison.
And the rest of them, it's just been great.
Afternoons 2 to 4 on Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW.
All right, let's go to Cossack. I believe it's Cossack. It has a question on car insurance. Hello, Cossack. What's happening?
Yeah, my grandson bought a car down here in the Springs, and I think they pushed on him the gap insurance.
Right.
And the recovery insurance. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are, well, what do you mean recovery insurance? What does that mean?
From what I understand is like if the car got stolen, they help recover it.
Nah, that's a bunch of crap.
No paperwork on that.
That's a bunch of crap. First of all, cancel it. And if you want to get gap insurance, you can always do better going through your regular insurance agent. It almost never pays to buy it from the people who sell it at the dealership. Do not buy gap insurance there. Just ask your regular insurance carrier you want to add gap to your regular policy. It'll be much cheaper and more comprehensive.
Okay. And what's your thoughts on the recovery? Is that you said cancel it? Is that
you don't need it. I don't even know what recovery insurance is. I mean, you have insurance for theft when you're insured. It's just an added profit center for the dealer. If you'd like to hang on, we'll talk more about it, and I'll get my insurance expert on. as far as recovery insurance, but it's really just a marketing ploy by dealers to sell more stuff to you. I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Stick around for an hour of fun and entertainment as well.
When it comes to... I wonder if that recovery insurance is activating like North Star or whatever that is, or LoJack or something like that.
OnStar?
OnStar,
yeah.
But that's if you probably have that, right?
Yeah, but it has to be activated, so maybe that's what he's confused about.
But it still wouldn't really matter. I mean, your insurance is going to cover theft.
In theory.
Yeah, but it tells the cops when it pings where
where it is.
Yeah.
I think almost every car, well, I don't know what he bought. Every new car has that built in somehow.
Yep.
I don't even know if you got to pay for it anymore on a new car. I know on the older ones, you're right. Even Hyundais, you had to pay for it.
Yeah.
No, I have it on my car, and I don't pay a dime for it.
For OnStar?
Well, I don't know. One's called Assist, and one's called SOS.
Different names now.
Yeah, one button's blue, one's red.
Just in case for emergencies.
What you're saying originally was GM, I think, had OnStar.
Yeah.
Right, yep. That sounds about right.
I have Smith & Wesson.
You have what?
Smith & Wesson recovery system. Or prevention system.
That's your recovery insurance?
I like to think of it more prevention.
There you go.
Hey, what is going on in the sky tonight? Why? What happened? What's going on? Is there a comet or something cool?
Yeah.
3-Eye Atlas?
That's
I have no
flashed
idea.
For a while.
Someone put something on YouTube.
That's coming back around the sun?
Wait, what's coming around? I missed it.
Well, this thing called 3-Eye Atlas.
3-Eye. That sounds like a chick I knew in Jersey.
Yeah. It came in from outer stellar or whatever, from beyond.
What is it, a comet?
They don't know.
Yeah, it's an interstellar comet. That is the third object confirmed to have passed through the solar system.
It's been the big talk, but I think it's a nothing.
Is it going to be visible?
I don't know.
We just bought a cool little telescope is why I'm asking.
Is that called Dwarf or something?
Yeah, Dwarf 3. It's badass, man. It's totally badass.
And it locks into...
Anything. You hit it, it moves all by itself. It does everything, man. In fact, what's really cool about it, you can even put it on birds and shit, and it'll follow them. It's got multiple lenses. So I want to see this. I want to try this out tonight.
So if you locked it into the space station traveling through, it would follow it?
Long as it could see it.
Yeah.
So you lock it into one thing, say like the Milky Way. You lock it into something, the North Star. And then once it's locked on there, then you can go to the app on your phone. And you do all of it from the app or the TV or computer, whatever. Then you can tell it, okay, I want to see the Milky Way. And long as it's visible right then and there, it'll literally just move over to where the Milky Way is. And then it'll take, hundreds, maybe even 1,000 pictures throughout a period of time of whatever you're looking at. Then it sends it up to the dwarf cloud, and it takes all these pictures and turns it into one unbelievable, great picture.
Would it have been cool to have that in Hawaii when you guys went on that?
That's where we got into it, was in Hawaii. We went on a stargazing deal. It was badass.
It's not that expensive, it didn't sound like either, was it?
What's that?
The dwarf.
$600.
That's expensive.
Not compared to, shit,
yeah,
man.
some of them, yeah.
There's some shit out there that $6,000 isn't much. Tim says there's a meteor shower. Yeah, that's today, peaking on the night of October 21st. It's caused by debris from Halley's Comet.
I remember when that came through, that was a big nothing. I thought it was going to be bigger than what it was.
What was that?
Haley's, last time it came through, every 76 years or something.
Wasn't that the
You
comet?
seem more like a Hale-Bopp kind of guy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, wasn't that the crazy
Hale Bob was nothing either.
You got Nikes?
Hale-Bopp?
If you got a pair of Nikes, when Hale-Bopp comes around, you'll be beamed up into the spaceship.
Crazy.
With the rest of the, who are they? I was going to say Branch Davidians.
Davidians, but I don't think so.
No, who is it? Damn it. Now I'm going to have to look it up.
Branch Davidians with a week over.
Yeah, that was the Harry
Gate. Yes.
The Harry Christians. No.
Heaven's Gate, yes. Dragon
Who are
got
these
it.
Harry Christians hanging out at the airport?
I don't see Tom. You may have to do the comeback.
What's the matter?
Oh, you're not on the.
What?
It's a 30-second delay. I just don't see
There you
you.
are.
There you are. You're coming.
Who were the Hale-Bopp wackos? Let's see.
Oh, those Hale-Bopps. Remember those?
Heaven's Gate.
Heaven's Gate. Oh my God! If anybody should have known that, it's me. Literally, my Wi-Fi is Heaven's Gate,
That's funny.
That is.
and
really,
it has been for 20 years.
That says a lot about you.
Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate blended Christian beliefs with UFO and New Age concepts. Members believed that they were extraterrestrial beings temporarily inhabiting human bodies, which they referred to as vehicles.
Tom,
Yeah?
do you want Brian?
Who? Yeah, I would love them.
39 cult members, including Applewhite, died by suicide. They rented out a mansion in Rancho Santa Fe. That's why I'm not a landlord. I would be so fucking pissed. Can you imagine you rent your house out and you've got 39 dead bodies now? Ask Brian if renter's insurance would cover that, Tom.
What did he also call that? Recovery insurance?
Recovery insurance.
Yes. Hold on, I'm trying to get him.
They ingested a deadly cocktail mixed with applesauce and washed it down with vodka. They were wearing identical black tracksuits and Nike sneakers and covered in purple shrouds.
Yeah.
Get out there and be heard.
To Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I'm at Casa Studio, Major Marc Mager at the mothership. Mark, what's happening? What do you got? What's happening?
Oh, I'll tell you what we got. We got to figure out what this insurance is that this guy bought. What did he call it again? I'm going to bring him back up.
He called it recovery insurance. Now,
recovery insurance.
Here's what I know that the dealers do sell you, okay? When you go into F&I, which should be called bend over and never mind. Anyway, so the F&I department, financing as insurance, their idea is to drum up profits. They sell you all kinds of stuff. Now, here are some of the things I've seen in the past. They etch the windshield, and they claim that's going to help you with theft recovery and all of that. Why people care, I don't know. You have insurance for that. But they etch the windshield. And then another one says, then they have something called this recovery insurance. And I asked basically AI what recovery insurance is. And they say there are many different kinds of recovery insurance. that one is recovery if your vehicle breaks down or you're stranded somewhere. It recovers the car and brings it back to your dealer or to a repair facility. Another one is theft recovery. They use GPS tracking and a recovery guarantee, meaning that your car will be guaranteed to be found within a certain amount of time. Who cares? You have insurance. And then they have gap insurance, of course, they sell. Gap insurance is one of the worst deals you can buy at a car dealer. If you're buying insurance anyway, and Credit Life is another stupid coverage. Credit Life, it's stupid, okay? It's a diminishing insurance policy on the balance of the loan. So as the loan goes down, the insurance goes down, but you pay the same for this insurance. And it supposedly makes payments when you're incapacitated. It's bad. Instead of buying gap insurance, you should put that money away for your not gap insurance, Credit Life. You should put the premium away instead of paying for Credit Life at a dealer and have it for when you have to miss a payment or two. But the point is, insurances are always better purchased at insurance brokers, not at dealers. Car dealers will never, ever, ever have a good deal on insurance, no matter what it is, whether it's for car, whether it's for theft, whether it's for recovery, whether it's for a gap. Always buy it at the insurance broker. You'll get a better deal. It's the same with windshield protection. Windshield protection, they sell you, as an insurance. You get guaranteed windshield replacements or this or that, or no deductibles. You can do that, by the way, with regular insurance. You can do a $10 deductible or zero deductible on glass. You'll always find better insurance at an insurance broker. So we got Riley on, who's Brian Burns' son. Riley, how are you at Compass Insurance? Are you there, sir?
Hey, Tom. How's it going? Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can, Riley. Riley, what I want to know is, have you ever heard of something dealers are starting to offer called recovery insurance?
Recovery insurance. It sounds like one of those endorsements that's on an auto policy that is carrier specific. Now they generally have a bunch of different names for the same coverage. So we need to look at the policy to see what it is.
Because I don't know what it is. Hey, Kosak, what did they say it is? Are you there?
Information on it as far as, I'm here.
Go ahead.
No paperwork. So that's why I'm calling you to see what you thought about it. And then I'll try and get my grandson to go back to the dealer and get some information or cancel if he can.
Well, not if he can. If you buy something, you can go back and cancel it if it's insurance. I mean, they're not allowed to charge you for insurance that's non-cancelable. What I want to know is this, though. How much did he pay for this recovery insurance?
I think it was about $600.
And it's for the life of the car, for the 4 years of the loan, 3 years of loan. How long is it for?
That I don't know. I'll have to get some more information and call you back on that. So,
what about did they also sell him Credit Life?
No.
Did they sell him windshield etching? I'll bet you if I looked at that deal, I'll find it packed with all kinds of garbage. You ought to send us a copy of the deal. Do you know one time I knew a kid who went in and bought a vehicle and made a good deal on a vehicle for $50,000, and he ended up spending another $12,000 with dealer add-ons in the F&I department. $12,000 with Credit Life and all kinds of insurance and windshield etching and windshield coverage. Now, the
nitrogen.
What's that, Mark?
Nitrogen in tires, fabric protection, tire protection, every bit of mop and glow you can imagine.
Right. You know what? Here's what I'm saying. If you want any add-ons, never add them on at the dealer. You're going to pay out the nose, and it's not worth it. Buy the car and leave with the car. You don't buy insurance from a car dealer. You just don't do it. They are not competitive. But when they have you there, they know you're not going to shop around because you're sitting there. For example, Riley, how much more would it cost you to get windshield coverage at, let's say, a $0 deductible or a $10 deductible?
Gosh,
or even
great
50.
question. I would say that the biggest difference is if your car has sensors in the windshield. A lot of new cars have those automatic rain sensors or a heads-up display. Whenever you have a car that has those sensors, you can see $200. If it doesn't, $50 is not uncommon.
Are you talking about deductibles?
No, premium for the year. Deductibles.
Premium for the year. Okay, I see what you're saying. Anywhere from $50 to $200 a year, and you get windshield coverage. Okay.
Exactly right.
I understand that. Now, what about, do regular insurance companies sell wheel protection? Because that's something that is not a terrible idea for most people, especially me. Do your insurance policies have separate wheel protection, or is that just regular collision coverage?
That would be regular collision, depending on what damaged it. If it's something where the vehicle's not moving, that would obviously be comprehensive coverage. But I'm not familiar with any endorsements that are like a scratch or marring protection.
So I will say, if you're buying a luxury car, Kosak, wheel protection is something I can't throw stones at. I'm telling you, they offered it to me and I thought they were joking. I've since, when I'm at a parking lot or I'm looking at cars, always look down at the wheels, and they're almost always scuffed or scarred or cracked or whatever from scuffing up against curbs. Maybe I'm the only one who notices it because I do it. And wheel protection on my wife's car, we must have paid for that protection 5 times over. I swear to God, with how many times she gets her wheels repaired and polished, I think we've paid for that 5 times over. Wheel protection. There's another one I would buy. If I like the dealer, I would not mind buying prepaid service. What that means is this. You have services like oil changes. You have like a 30,000 mile check, or you have a 24,000 mile check, or whatever the service interval. If you buy a prepaid service package, you get it cheaper. And the reason the dealer does it is to make sure you come back. They like to have you as a customer. So those are not bad deals usually, to buy a prepackaged and prepaid service visit. But I wouldn't buy anything else from the dealer like Credit Life or Recovery Insurance or Gap Insurance. For example, Riley, Gap Insurance at a dealer, they charge a few $100 a year. What does Gap Insurance cost if you're going to add it on your regular policy about?
Same thing as the windshield. It depends on the vehicle value, just like everything insurance, but you could estimate anywhere from $50 to $150 depending on the value.
And Gap Insurance, guys, I literally had someone at Arapahoe Hyundai, I'll say it, they tried to sell me Gap Insurance on a cash deal, if you can believe that crap.
What the hell? Oh, my gosh.
Well, I think you're just so used to it. You go into F&I, and they're supposed to ask every question. I'm looking at the guy like, did you really say that? And then, of course, he was like, oh, yeah.
Okay. In any case, thank you, Riley, from Compass Insurance Group. Remember, Compass does the free insurance checkups where they check to see that you're not underinsured or maybe overinsured. You're not paying too much. You're paying the right price. It's a free check at 303-996-9000. More coming right up.
Much.
Do you have one guy that comes in and does all the trim generally? Do you have a trim guy like after an entry door?
All my guys that do it.
They do the whole thing.
Hi.
Hey.
This is the Jan, also known as my mother.
Hey, Jan, nice to meet you. How are
Nice
you?
to meet you too.
So you're from, hold on, I know California, but where?
Valencia.
Valencia. Did you go to Purdue as well?
No.
No, okay.
No. Well, I didn't go there.
No.
We got to get you a new hair.
I know.
Thank you, Mother. I'm a mother. I'm allowed.
She's a mom,
I'm
yeah.
allowed.
Of course. You're right.
Yes. And we have who over here?
This is Deputy Chopper.
Chopper.
He's also
To
one
meet
of our
you.
deputies.
Did you pay for Purdue?
No, she was on a
I was on
scholarship.
scholarship.
Oh, you were?
So, yeah, it was,
She got
it
a
was a cool deal.
scholarship.
That is Nick Gravina.
Hello.
Who
Nice to
does
meet you.
windows,
You as well?
siding, and doors.
Ah.
Nice to meet
Would
you.
you like to come to California?
No.
He's
Sorry.
very much Colorado.
Yes.
I need a new screen door.
Well, that could be worth your while.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the one I want.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
$1,500.
Not too bad.
One of
good
the-
screen
it's a
door.
really nice screen door. Yeah, I'm thinking twice about it, but we shall see.
Yeah, so she's visiting here for the week.
Nice. When did you fly in?
We didn't fly, we drove.
Drove?
My neighbor and I.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
it was old rods on the road.
What's
With a
that one
dog.
where you run off the cliff at the end?
Right, yeah,
Thelma
Thelma and
and
Louise.
Louise.
Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, that was a Thelma and Louise trip, but we had a dog, so we decided not to.
Yeah. Cool. Now, is your friend staying with her too?
No, she's down in Colorado Springs with her sister.
Oh, nice.
And then they came down and got me.
Nice.
So it all worked out well.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
I haven't been here for
like 6 years.
no, since 2017.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
okay.
Wow.
No longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Changed a little bit, I'm assuming?
I've gotten very old. Oh, you mean Colorado?
Yeah.
Colorado looks good. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Just
all
wait
the
till you
colors.
meet the people.
Well,
Yeah, right now it is beautiful.
Yeah.
it's
The
gorgeous.
trees are gorgeous.
Yeah.
What do you mean about people?
Well, you haven't met the actual people that we have to deal with.
Oh, well, we got a few to deal with in California, too.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, right? Okay, let's move on.
Very nice meeting
Nice to
you.
meet you, gentlemen.
Same.
Yes. All right.
Onward and upward.
Yep, you got your
It's a nice reminder to know where you are.
Yeah. A lot of questions have been answered. Wow.
Didn't say I didn't rifle through it.
You wouldn't find a whole lot.
You should let her answer the phones for the last 40 minutes. Just
Okay.
why not? In fact, Dragon,
Yo.
move over. Let her run the board.
Sure.
I mean, come on. It's a once in a lifetime thing.
Mother, do you want to run the board?
Oh, hell. Have her just come in. I'll let her do the show.
Okay. That'll be fun.
It's the Kelly's Mom Show. With the stars Art Carney, Audrey Meadows, and Joyce Randolph.
Now you sound like Love Boat.
The Love Boat. Yeah, didn't they just come out? I just read something about Love Boat. There
Really?
might be a movie or a show.
Well, there's the doctor. No, there's a woman that's.
Good
connected to
afternoon,
that,
Tom
what you're
Martino Show.
talking about.
Julie.
Something. I
Julie.
just saw that too.
There was something I just saw on Love Boat, and I can't think what the hell it was.
What was your name?
I loved that show growing up. It was Love Boat, then Fantasy
Good
Island.
thing you got Grok right there to help answer your question.
I didn't bring my little, I won't log in on this. It locks it up every time. Every time it locks it up.
The plane.
Even Grok can run a
AgentWealth.com. Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 8255. Let's talk to Jennifer. Not sure what she wants to talk about. Jennifer, is she up yet? Okay, an issue with an apartment. Hi, Jennifer. What's going on?
Hi. Hi, Tom.
Hey.
Thank you for taking my call.
What's going on?
Well, I am a renter with an impeccable history. I have excellent credit. And I got into this apartment about 11 months ago. And there was recent flooding due to an appliance that I had in the apartment that broke, not by my misuse or anything. The thing malfunctioned. Well,
what is it that broke?
It was a appliance that was attached to my laundry machine that
what is
turns
it?
the water into ozone.
Okay, and is this Is this your appliance or was it supplied by the landlord?
It's my appliance.
Okay, you're going to be responsible for it.
Yes. So that's what she said. So the first 3 days, she told me I was going to have to pay for everything, and she tried to push me to sign a contractor to do work on the building, which I told her I wasn't.
Do you have renter's insurance, Jennifer?
I don't.
Okay, this is really a bad thing. This could be bad if a lot of water flooded and got into the ceiling of the below apartment. You're going to be responsible for a lot of stuff here, and this could be serious because there's no way that you're going to get out of it. If an appliance you brought into the house, and I know what they are, they're the ozone filters, and you had it attached so you could make ozonated water. But here's the deal. If it flooded, you're responsible for 100% of the damages.
Okay. Well, I'm a grown up, and I'm willing to take responsibility for what is mine.
Sure.
The thing that is a concern for me is the way that she's been handling the situation and code issues. I've been trying to get a hold of a code enforcement officer for the past week and can't seem to get.
Why is that, Jennifer? What does this have to do with you, the code officer? Tell me what you're thinking.
So they found asbestos, and there's also possible mold.
God.
She wanted me to handle the whole thing under the table, and that's why she tried to get me to sign the contractor.
What do you mean under the? What does that mean under the table? What handle it under the table?
She wasn't calling the owner's insurance. She told me that I was going to have to hire the contractors to
Jennifer,
do all the work.
if they call insurance, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you the worst case scenario. The insurance company will spare not one penny to fix everything, to get an asbestos remediation company out there, to get a mold remediation company out there, and then they will subrogate against you. The insurance will step right in and fix everything, but then they're going to come after you. Now, Jennifer, I want you to sit tight because the asbestos remediation alone on a small construction project can run $50,000. I don't know if you realize the extent of damages you could have walked into right now.
But I don't see how the asbestos and all that would be my responsibility.
Because you disturbed it. Because of you, it's being disturbed. Here's what I mean. Asbestos left alone can be left alone, and there's no requirement for them to do anything with it. But once it's disturbed, you then have to remediate it the proper way. You have to mitigate loss. You have to remediate. You got to fix it back without the asbestos because it was disturbed. And here's the thing. It was your incident that caused it to be disturbed. Jennifer, you may need to get an attorney.
I understand that. I understand that, but it was an accident. Like the machine malfunctioned.
Jennifer?
I didn't make the machine malfunction.
Jennifer,
Uh-huh.
you need now their insurance company is going to come after you, but they may come after the maker of that machine as well. But the fact that it's an accident is why you have insurance. That's why you should have had renter's insurance. But you're responsible for accidents. That's why we have insurance on our cars. Even if it's an accident, if it's icy outside and you're driving as carefully as possible, if you cause an accident, it's your fault. Jennifer, I don't know what you were hoping to tell us, but this apartment complex, it could actually be worse if they call the insurance company. It could actually be worse for you.
Right. Okay. Well,
do you have, I'm
company.
asking you something. I'm going to ask you something, and I don't mean to frighten you. If you don't own a lot of stuff and don't have a lot of money in the bank or anything, you might want to consider a bankruptcy because this is going to be a lot of money. How much of an area was flooded?
It was my laundry room and some of the carpet in my room. Everything else is dry. And then it got a couple garages, so they tore some drywall down and put the drywall back up.
Okay. Do you know, did you ask the contractor or anyone how much this is going to be?
Just kept telling me it was going to cost me a lot.
It is. It is going to cost you a lot, Jennifer. And I don't see, if you had a laundry room, a couple garages, asbestos, and mold, I don't see you getting out of it for under 50 grand at all. I mean, I think it's going to be more. Mark, what do you think? Like 75,000 or so?
I would say easily, but I wouldn't. I don't know your financial situation, so I am curious of something, and I'm being dead serious. What kind of assets do you have?
What can they come after?
Have anything they don't have anything they can go after. I mean, I have a business, but you know.
Well, does the business have any like real assets though, or it's basically you?
It's just basically me. I have a massage therapy practice.
So they're not going to come after a massage business.
So the worst scenario, if you don't own your own house and your car is worth less than $8,000 or whatever it is now, and maybe you even do own your own house, although I know you don't because of this scenario.
No.
The worst scenario, seriously, would be a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and your credit would be back up to snuff probably within 18 months, to be quite honest.
But Jennifer,
really?
you can rebuild your credit. You can rebuild your credit pretty easily. Do you have a lot of credit card debt right now?
No.
Jennifer,
only about $5,000.
Jennifer, you need to talk to a bankruptcy attorney right now. Even if I'm serious. I don't think you know the extent at which you're going to be responsible. And you can't just say, well, it wasn't my fault. This thing flooded. It's that is your fault because you brought that thing into the apartment.
Okay.
And so,
all right, well, I understand that.
But, you got to protect yourself from now. I would call Mike Wink. I would call.
We'll give you that number, but no matter what, don't pay any money towards this right now. It could be very bad money spent.
Okay.
Have you paid anything yet?
The landlady, when I asked the landlady to go through the insurance, because I wouldn't sign the contract with the contractor.
But Jennifer, you think by going through the insurance you're getting out of it. You're not. The insurance is going to come after you. The insurance is going to come after you harder than the landlady.
It wasn't that. It was she was having me sign a contract to hire contractors to do work on the building. And I told her in my lease, it says I'm not allowed to hire contractors to do the work on the building.
That's so weird they even ask that. They're trying to set you up.
Yep.
Yeah, so I asked her, I said, well, can't you sign it and then bill me? And she would refuse to sign it. And then after that, I said, I said, okay, well, let's go with the
The
insurance.
reason, Mark, she
then.
wants, let's just
And-
cut it short, please. I know exactly what's going on. The reason they want you to hire the contractor is so they can't be held responsible when the contractor comes collecting for the money. So it was smart of you not to do that. But no matter what, you are going to ultimately be liable for this. You need to see a bankruptcy attorney. And in fact, it's not too soon to see one now. You're not getting, unless you have $50,000 or $75,000 sitting around.
No. The thing that she said that concerned me when I wouldn't sign that contract, is she said, I didn't want to go the insurance route because this building is condemnable and I live here.
Okay, Jennifer, here's the thing. Meaning, the condition of the building after this, the insurance company could insist on doing way more repairs than just what happened. And what I'm saying is, none of that matters to you. If you somehow feel going to her insurance is going to make it easier on you, it's going to make it harder on you, not easier. Insurance companies will go after everything, including future earnings. You know, they are relentless. And whether now, you were smart not to sign contracts, by the way. You were smart. However, whether she goes to her insurance or not is none of your business. Whether that building is condemnable or not is none of your business. However, if they claim, which they could, that this incident put them over the top, and now this place will be condemned because of you, you could be looking at $1 million claim against you. You don't understand.
Wow.
I don't. Okay. Then don't do anything, Jennifer. If you don't think anything's going to happen, don't do anything. If you listen to us at all, you will hire a bankruptcy attorney now to formulate how you're going to get out of this. Otherwise, you're going to be in very big trouble. That's all I can tell you. And I know you called for help, but you know, these people are doing nothing wrong to you at all. They should go to their insurance company. They should. But what I'm saying is that's going to be bad for you, not good. Mike, do you have that? I mean, Mark, do you have that number for Mike Wink?
I can give it to her.
Yeah, we'll give it to her.
Okay, we'll give it to her. Wink, the Wink Law Firm, Jennifer. I want you to talk to him right away and see what he sees in your future. And I think you need to start structuring a bankruptcy. 303-713-8255.
KHOW Denver, 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Now, Impact Traffic.
From the Superstar Car Wash Traffic Center.
Still dealing with delays on the north end of town, I-25 northbound after East 144th Avenue. We've got a crash blocking the left lane as well as the HOV lane with about 10 minutes of delay stop and go back from the 128th Avenue overpass. Over on the southeast end of town, we still got a crash I-225 northbound before 6th Avenue off on the right shoulder. This one is improving as we speak, hopefully cleared up soon. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
What if I can guarantee the price of Bitcoin will be $1 million in 2030? Well, I can't, but I can guarantee you'll save a lot of money on blinds at my company, Blindster.com. Free samples, free shipping, and guaranteed to fit. Shop at Blindster.com today.
Hey, do you want to get the best deal anywhere on countertops? It's that simple. If you want the best deal, you want theartofgranite.com. Any natural stone or man-made material, they do it all. Plus, your kitchen, you will get a free backsplash, free sinks, cutting boards, bathroom vanity, or whatever the incentive is. So free tear out and haul away is always included. You need to call for the best value anywhere at theartofgranite.com. 303-386-5919. 303-386-5919. Theartofgranite.com. When you're in an accident, don't go looking around for lawyers to talk to unless you sign up with them. That's what they make you do. With John Fuller, you don't have to sign anything. You don't have to commit to anything. He'll answer all of your questions free of charge right up front. Just ask to talk to John Fuller. 303-597-4500. He'll talk to you right up front. No obligation. 303-597-4500. Then if you hire him, it's on a percentage fee basis, and you get his cell phone number that you can call or text at any time. That's personal when it comes to personal injury. 303-597-4500.
3-4 months ago. It's when everybody was pissed at Elon.
Yeah.
And it was right in front of the Tesla. We were going down to the one off of Broadway and Littleton Boulevard, Tesla dealer. So we're driving down there. There's one fucking guy with the sign that says, like, you know, Trump and Elon are pieces of shit, something like that. And he's screaming at anybody driving by. Just vulgar. Yeah. Oh, go fuck your mother. In fact, some of it was kind of funny. I mean, the guy's just crazy. Across the street, catty corner, there was like 30 pro-Trump and pro-Elon.
Yeah.
It's just the weirdest thing. God, I wish I had time to go protest whatever.
Now, if your car was, let's say, in the back of this building, and you were a couple blocks away and you wanted it to pick you up, and it had a flat tire, what would it do?
Well, it would know it had a flat tire. It probably wouldn't move.
Would it not move? Or?
I don't think it would move at all. I don't think it would let you. Those cars are so heavy. I mean, they're pretty sensitive on tire pressure.
On the monitors.
Yeah, Michael, the morning show. It'd be kind of cool though. It won't go that far. You can't call it that far, by the way.
You can't call it that far?
Not yet. In fact, really, it's got to be an eyesight because you kind of take over driving it. Like it'll drop me off at the circle, and I can, with the newest update, which I don't have in mine yet, but people do have it, you can see the parking lot. It looks just like on TV it would, and you can tell it where to go park. So it'll drop you off at a restaurant, or you can tell it just go find a space.
Yeah.
And then when you're getting ready to come out, you can summons it, and it'll come back up to where it dropped you off.
Susan has that in hers?
She does not have where you choose the parking space yet. But she's got the one in between that one and what my car has. Because my car has less cameras and sensors, I'll get the update last. Her car's brand new. She'll get it first with the exception of people that have a perfect long driving history with Tesla. Well, they signed up for whatever you call it, like beta testing.
Yeah.
But it's rolling out pretty quick. She'll probably have it in about 2 weeks. Well, like yesterday at the airport, I mean, seriously, as soon as the shuttle dropped us off, I literally I hit one button home, and then I got to tap my brake pedal, and it brings me home. I don't touch the wheel. I don't touch anything all the way to Franktown. Nothing.
But you have to look forward.
Got to look forward still. Yep. It's got a camera right here.
Watching you also does watching you.
Yeah, they want to make sure you're paying attention.
Did you get asparagus?
And at this point, you should be paying attention because you're still in control of the vehicle.
Okay.
The weirdest thing it does, though, if it sees black skid marks like a big truck locked them up, I've never seen it do it on the highway, but I've seen it do it in our own neighborhood. So you have big tire skids, the damn car will want to go around them, and it drives me insane because it's on the ground, so it sees them, but it thinks it's like maybe a box or something. I don't know what it thinks.
Maybe it thinks somebody's stepping on the brakes in front of you and they're going to avoid it.
Maybe, but that drives me crazy. That's the only thing that I've.
That's Orchard.com.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here with Marc Mager. We're talking about your problems, questions, and complaints. And, you know, that last call brings up something very, very important, renter's insurance. You know, so many times we talk about renter's insurance. It's inexpensive. I mean, some of it's like, what is it, like $100 a year, maybe a little more?
Addie rents right here in the tech center. Hers was, when we got it through Compass, or she did, her and her boyfriend, $140 for the year.
$140. Now listen, the liability that you have for things that go wrong are incredible. The liabilities are incredible. For example, I know she thought, wait a minute, this was not my fault. It was an accident. That is precisely what you insure for. A lot of people say, well, I don't own that much. You're not insuring for yourself. Sure, contents are part of a renter's policy. You want to, insure for that TV you have or that couch or all that, but that's not the real deal. The real deal with renter's insurance is your liability to others, and it's also temporary housing that can be a factor, but your liability to others. Do you realize that you could, like she disturbed asbestos, that's going to be on her? Or if you destroyed something downstairs underneath you, that's going to be on you. Alongside you, that's going to be on you. And this was from a water appliance, a water filter it is, and it leaked. And it flooded her laundry room and a couple garages below her. They have to tear everything apart. You're not going to get away with, nowadays, for any construction whatsoever, having to do with water and pulling walls apart and floors. You're talking $50,000 at a bare minimum, $50,000.
I wanted to ask Nick Gravina, have you ever walked into something like that? Like you order windows and you go to put them in and you run into like mold or asbestos, or you guys check all that prior to ordering? Or how does that even look? Have you ever showed up and all of a sudden you can't even put them in because you can't move the asbestos?
I mean, pretty rarely. I mean, we do run into some asbestos on the exterior of some old siding from the 50s, and we can entomb it, is what they call it, as long as we don't disturb it. So if we can put a house wrap in like vinyl or steel siding, we don't have to do anything. But like a hardy, we would have to remove it, which you'd have to remediate. But we don't do that. We have companies that we refer for that. We're also lead certified, so we run with lead paint. We do test for lead paint. We've torn out a window before and have had literally a mushroom growing underneath the window.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, we don't run into too much mold or stuff here, more dry rot than anything. And again, we don't do too much moisture stuff. But
how do you even handle that? Dry rot. You go to install a big bay window and the damn frame just doesn't even, it's crumbling. I guess you just rebuild it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can, if it's a couple sticks, we can usually do it. We've had it to where we've had to stop, board it up, turn it over to their insurance. I've had whole walls had to be rebuilt from like stucco being on the outside and rotting the house,
I don't understand this text, but it says, Tom, I need a door replaced. The glass broke, and I can't replace the glass. The door was built around, I don't even understand what he means. The door was built around the door. Okay, I know what they're talking about. They have a fixed light next to a door, and it's more than a door. So they have a long vertical piece of glass alongside the door, and the door is glass too. It looks like a single French door up against a vertical fixed light. Anyway, I should
like a side light is broken.
The side light, and it's all one unit, and they have to replace it. Can you just do the side light?
You'd have to see some side lights or doors. The glass is trapped inside the frame, so there's no
replacing the glass. That's what I think they're saying.
But there are some that have like lip lights or stops that can be removed. We don't do glass replacement. I could recommend somebody, but if they want to send us some pictures, they can text
they just sent me a picture. I'm going to try to copy that to you. Meanwhile, I'm going to just tell them to call over there. That's what I'm telling them right now. So on another note, they want to know on siding, what siding do you recommend so they never have to do it again and they don't want to paint?
Well, I think steel siding right now has probably one of the best paints on the market. We've talked about this before. They have a lot of the ones we sell in steel have a Kynar finish, so you get like a 35-year paint finish on it. We do have a LP Smart Side that has a 30-year warranty on it called Diamond Coat.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. That's what I have on my house.
But what is the actual siding made of?
On the LP?
Yeah.
The LP is an engineered wood. It looks like OSB. If you know, OSB is oriented strand board, chipboard. But the way they make it is completely different. It's actually mid-northern United States aspen trees, not like the ones we have here.
Yeah.
All the chips, before they press it into the siding, they used to press the siding and then coat the outside and it'd penetrate just the surface. Well, they take the chips before it's actually pressed and actually saturate those first, and then they press it. So it's almost like a 99%, impregnated with their waxes and chemicals for bugs and water and all that stuff together. So that panel itself is very awesome.
And is that panel awesome before the diamond coat?
The diamond coat is the paint finish, which is made of basically rocks. But yeah, the LP is all made the same. So the LP siding and smart trim itself is all made that way, which I think is a very well-made product. And it's wood. It doesn't have the weight of the Hardy.
And does all LP Smart Side come with diamond coat, or is that an extra?
No. Nope, you can get it primed. They do their own finish. They have one of their own things called Expert Finish, which is their paint finish, which has a 15-year. And then Diamond Coat's another pre-finisher from theirs, which can carry a 30-year.
How much does Diamond Coat add to the price?
It's one of the top on the market. It's one of the upper echelons. But again, if you don't have to paint for 30 years,
yeah.
I mean, I'm a real big believer in that paint. But if you're going to live in your house for 20 plus years, I think it's definitely worth it. If you're going to sell in 5 years, it's probably not really worth it.
Can you diamond coat anything or only the Smart Side?
I am not sure about that. We can only get it on the LP. I mean, I don't, that's made by Wausau. I don't know if they have the paint to do other things, but for us, it's just the diamond coat on the LP siding.
And does it come pre-painted with diamond coat?
Yes.
Okay.
And the story is that they ground up rocks from the earth. Like if you want a charcoal color, they take rock pigment, or they take rocks that are that color, they ground it up, and 50% of that paint is actually crushed up rock, and that's why it retains the color and life of it for so long.
Okay,
rocks do not fade.
So diamond coat is only available on LP Smart Side, and it's guaranteed for how many years?
It's got a 30-year paint finish.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. All right,
yeah, and
that's
we have steel
303
35.
303 Gravina. We got more coming up.
Got to hit it.
Mark's got to do both of these.
Yes, sir. He's ready.
He's so on it. So, Tom started his own.
I was looking up the capital thing, and I saw that Wyoming's was evacuated.
What's that?
Wyoming had a capital evacuation.
Is that what it was, Wyoming?
That's what it seemed like, something that they think it might be an explosive.
Oh, jeez.
Tuesday morning due to suspect IED. Suspicious package. Explosive device.
Go direct, and I mean that. If you need a loan, I don't care if it's a reverse mortgage, you need to get some money cashed out so you can pay off high interest credit card debt, or if you have a new purchase, or you're looking for a line of credit, you call up CMG. In fact, you call up the big dog down there, John Clace. This guy's going to get you the best rates, period. He's going to get you the lowest fees out there, especially with reverse mortgages, because they are the bank. You understand that? They lend out over $2 billion a month. The other people you hear about are middlemen. They go to CMG to get the loans. They mark everything up. Go direct to John Clace. I promise you, the best rates and the lowest fees. 303-882-6679. 303-882-6679. Or you can check John out at partnerinlending.com. Now let's talk about a movie event coming up this Saturday. I want you to Google this movie right now. It's 100% for free. In fact, I'll buy the popcorn and the drinks. It's called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. If you have any anxiety about retirement, you should see this movie. It's going to provoke a lot of questions. It's going to talk about Social Security running out of money by 2035. This was put on by Nobel Prize winners. Get signed up now. It's this Saturday, AMC 24 in Highlands Ranch, 2 p.m. this Saturday, but you got to sign up. Limited seating, of course, it's a movie theater. Go to mymoneymovie.com. Go there right now. Get signed up, mymoneymovie.com. So you think Wyoming, you said?
That's what I saw. It's a Tuesday morning. I didn't see anything on Colorado.
I wonder what the hell it's about.
Possible explosive device.
Yeah. Tuesday, October 21st.
All right, you're coming back to music, Tom.
Thank
Highway
you.
Patrol
That was
ordered
Mark's
the
problem.
evacuation.
No, I know. I can,
Possible
it's all Mark's
improvised
fault.
explosive device, an IED.
Okay.
That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Laramie County Sheriff.
All right. Sounds good. I'm
Wow.
here. Okay. All right.
Wow. I'll tell you, man, people are crazy.
Yeah, he's coming back to music.
People are crazy as shit.
Cleaning up. She's real good at taking care of all of us.
Are we done? Zero time coming back.
Yeah, he'll have about 30 seconds. He's
All right.
coming back.
Later,
to
Tommy.
bed.
All right.
Bye, Tom.
See ya.
You ran so long on those last commercials, we're down to almost no time.
Good sir.
He's only been
Good
doing
sir.
it 50 years.
No, he's been in Denver 50 years. He's been doing a show for
How'd they convince you
87.
having any day off? I thought I saw you were supposed to have the day off.
Turn that over to program.
Sure.
I blame Ryan. It's all his fault.
You guys have a good one. See you guys.
You too.
Later,
See
Nick.
ya.
All right, Nick. Good seeing ya.
Ooh, there you go.
There's that. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Kelly.
Yes.
I'm out.
Same bat.
Okay.
Same bat.
Oops.
How'd
Just
you
come
get out of
off
here so
oh,
quick?
Came off of mine.
Came off of one of them.
Yeah.
Just leaving. I'll get rid of that.
He gets upset when those go missing. Alrighty. See you later. See you next week, Kelly.
That out, 'cause that's gonna go right into that, and that starts that. $30 audio clips you'll never get to. Probably better than Dan, though.
Oh, yeah, half the same, like 20 this morning, and I'm like, I'm really excited to spend all the time and fixing with all these for you to play 3 of them. And one of those 3 be a clip from like 4.
Open your free iHeart app and search The Peacemaker and start listening.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. All right, I want to recap our guest today, Gravina. That's 303 Gravina, 303 Gravina, or gravinaswindows.com. And don't forget, you can always call me, Tom Martino, and the gang, Marc Mager and Suze and the rest, at 303 Martino, 303-627-8466.